What up? What up? It's your dude, Gigwise at home. I know we've got Shane in here. What up, Shane? Lady to the Pitbull. That's Digi Nomad if he's still in here. I know we've got Shane in here. What up, Shane? Oh, hang on. Pitbull. That's Digi Nomad. Hang on. Still in here. Fix that. Was that Jason I just saw pop in? Well, I saw him on my other one. There he is. What up, Jason? I'm like starting the stream off with a smigarette. I didn't mean to lie. I lit that. I'm like, ah, shit, I'm just getting ready to go online. Why did I light that? I was drinking something. I'm like, I should have a smoke. I'm drinking something. Well, it's water. What up, STL Gigs, Big Gig Show, Mr. Master Gigs, and his brother Night Watcher. Oh, yeah, I'm here. Did my face not show up? I keep flipping back to a different browser. What up, Chevy? My chat comes out quicker on the YouTube than it does actually on the StreamYard, which I'm streaming through. But I don't have YouTube open over here. You know what? I can. It'd make it quicker for me to flip back and forth, that's for sure. Let me close it over here. Am I logged in? Okay, I am. Well, where's my live stream? I'm live. It's my computer. How come mine isn't up at the top? It used to be. What up, Sam Lee? I did my 2 deliveries today. I did a Spark and a EzCater. But I did no DoorDash. I don't even turn it on. I almost commented, there's a I don't know which DoorDash Facebook group it's on. I just saw it a while ago. Somebody asked how you get more catering orders. And I almost commented, start working on it for the catering apps and not try and get catering orders through DoorDash. I didn't say anything though. Yes. Please hit that thumbs up. My alarm's going to go off on my phone in about 20 minutes. That's to remind me to go do something because the last time I was on here, I forgot to. Or no, I wasn't on here. I was on the road a couple nights ago. And I remembered at 8:30 after I got off the live stream. And I need to go check it at 8 o'clock. See if that's something I got to check to see if I can get any extra catering orders for tomorrow. Yeah, I did a little catering order today. It took me about 40 minutes from leaving my driveway to be finished with it. And it total payout to me on it. What up, Lisa? Was $360. And then I snagged a double Sam's curbside pickup on Spark for it. I ended up making $68.19 on that. And that took about an hour. It took me about an hour to get that order. So we'll say I worked about 2 hours and 40 minutes today. The rest of the day, we're just screwing off on me, Lisa, Side Hustle, and Rational Driver on our Discord for the most part. And I went to Cece's Pizza for about an hour. I keep telling you, Lisa, you got to set an alarm. I got to set an alarm. What am I going to have to set an alarm to remind me to text you to make sure you don't forget? Because I won't remember to set that alarm. Mine will go off at 7:55, and I keep jumping over there and checking anyway. just in case. You just never know. Okay, now I can see that the shield for the members, but you're not in green. You're in blue. Okay, you show up in green on StreamYards for me if you're a member of the channel. Yeah, if anybody would like to become a member, I've got a very cheap membership at $2.99. That's the one I recommend. I'm not going to do anything really that I know of that's not going to be for members only. That's not going to be able to be seen by the $2.99 membership. $4.99. I don't. Anybody ever signs up for $24.99 a month? God bless them, but what the hell am I going to do as an extra perk for somebody that's on the gold level or the hell? I don't even know what level that is. Because you're a mod, but on StreamYards you're green. But when I look at it through YouTube, you're a mod, but you got a badge. That's how you can tell. If you scroll up to Shane or Chevy, they just got the wrench. You got a wrench and a badge. Actually, it's a shield. Who the fuck is Bobo? I don't know. I've got one scheduled delivery for tomorrow. It's another EzCater for $30.77. It's a small little $194 order, but they did tip exactly 10%. I mean, it's just a small order. Nothing else popped up today. They didn't offer me anything else, so I took it. The barbecue place is in my neighborhood. Yeah, I'd love to see one for 62. They may send me some more in the morning. Well, what I wrote, some of these smaller ones I haven't been accepted because of the times, and they're the same times that when I see the big Gollywomper orders, I don't want them interfering with that time. And this one, the pickup's at 11:20, and most of the Gollywompers are usually pickups are between 10 and 10:30. So the latest I'll be dropping something off is 11:30 or 11. Or I would be, but this is if I can get one before that, which means I can get to the second pickup, which is 11:20 with no problem. But I'd rather not have to drive all the way back to my neighborhood if I don't have to. And my tips did come through on my Sam's order earlier. So yeah, it was a $53.19 tip between the two different orders. Oh, I saw. Yeah, that's a deliver that thing. I still haven't messed around with them too much. Well, today I didn't see one offer from Deliver That at all. Okay, just checking the time in case my alarm doesn't go off. Just wait though, guys. In a couple of weeks, it's supposed to start really picking up. We'll see, but it's got to be busier than it has been the last couple of months. It can't really get worse until January. I need to be loaded up from like the end of September all the way till at least mid-December. So right before Christmas. That way, when there's nothing to do in January, I got money to count. Zipty's still not here. I've got the app. I just haven't. It's not here. The only way I could sign up is if I sign up in another state, which I've done that. That way, when it does get here, all I got to do is switch zones. I don't have to wait. I can get right in. Get all them orders. Yeah, the one in South County where I'm at, where I was today, didn't make my stomach feel very good, though. That's past, though. I feel fine now. Yeah, for me, it slowed down, especially with Spark right after Thanksgiving and Black Friday. They stopped, they cut back on hours, which was crazy because the Walmarts were so freaking busy, the online department, and they stopped dispatching orders um, like after 5:30. So whatever came out after 5:30, 6 o'clock in the evening was just shit that's been sitting around in the system all day and it still hasn't been picked up. So that hurt. And then I had some little bothering me in December, so I didn't work as much as I should have, or I wish I could have. It's not fun driving around when you feel like dog shit, passing them germs on to somebody else. Whatever I had, I was just sipping on my flu bomb tea stuff. Not the full flu bomb though. Yeah, I ended up at 428.14 for the day. Not a bad start of the week. Well, actually, I got, I think, 30 something dollars in tips yesterday from Sunday on Spark. I totally forgot about that. Because I'm like, when I first glanced at my earnings, I'm like, holy crap, the tip bumped up on those Sam's orders. But then I saw I had earnings yesterday, extra $30 and some change. Yeah, that's a trick to get on some of these apps if it's not available in your area, or if it is available and everything's filled up. Try another state that has openings. Try and do some research first to see if it's full or not. It's kind of hard to apply somewhere in another state once you've already signed up in your state. Um, I did that with Spark. I used a different email, a different phone number because I have two phones, and I honestly don't know which one I got on Spark with. To be honest, I have no idea. I never did figure that out because I was switching where I was trying to sign up over in Illinois where they had openings, Southern Missouri where they had openings, uh, just different areas. And after I did a bunch of shit one night, the next day I was either a spot opened up or one of my whatever I was trying to do worked. A hot dog cart, overhead's pricey because I mean you don't. I went to a Dollar Tree one day and this dude's out there with his little hot dog cart. Man, dude had the cheapest buns he could get, cheapest freaking quality hot dogs. I got some oh gosh, andouille sausage. I got an andouille sausage. That thing was so long he had to put it on two buns. But it was the worst quality andouille sausage I've ever had. It had a chunk of freaking unedible fat in one of them, one of the halves of it. That was the size of a Super Ball. I shit you not. It was, I mean, it had decent flavor, but man, they were fatty. Real. I've never seen a chunk of fat in any kind of sausage the size of a Super Ball. It was unedible. It probably would have bounced like a Super Ball, but I threw it in the trash or spit it out the window. I can't remember if I was in my car or it was the other half I ate at home. But yeah, he had the cheapest no name brand condiments, nothing name brand. I mean, those really cheap wieners that you can probably get still for like 80 cents a pack. That was what he was using. If you do a hot dog cart, don't do that. I'll never go back to the guy. He claimed he had like 8 other hot dog carts around town. He is full of shit because my friend Jessica was in the hot dog cart business, and I slung hot dogs with her a few times down in front of the ballpark for the St. Louis Cardinals plays. It was fun. Super Ball Z. What up, Bud Soda? Yeah, that's the only one this week so far, though, Bud Soda. I need more of those in 1 week to make it. Oh, shit. I still got that tagged. I forget about that. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm getting those Bud Soda, and other people that are doing that are not getting those orders. They're not seeing them. Not even UDM. That's what really shocked me when I saw that last Friday on his Friday live stream. And I don't know. I got a truck and I got a lot of bags and I got a lot of experience. That's That's what I let them know. I got a lot of experience. Bud Soda coming up to the panel, man. You got what? You naked?
No, I'm not naked, just shirtless.
That's naked, man. He's
Well,
out freaking.
I'm laying in bed, so
No way.
yeah.
Well, you
I'm
took
home,
a day off?
basically.
Holy shit.
Got a couple of the tablets set up at 2 of the restaurants, and they got to get some other stuff finalized. I got to go to the sushi place tomorrow and
So
try to
this
do the
food
tablet for
fetch,
myself. Yeah.
are you part of Food Fetch? Kind of like Steve's part of Para, or are you
Not
just helping
not in
somebody
that
out?
not in that degree, no.
Damn.
But like, I'm leading a lot, pushing to get them out there, get as many local partners as we can, and and then the owners talk to the restaurant owners, obviously, and like kind of got them on board. Like the 2 we went to today, like I talked to them initially. He was kind of on the fence about it. He's like, "Oh, I want to see how good they do first," and then the owners talked to him, and he's like, "Okay, I'm on board."
Well, I mean,
Well,
if people are ordering through the restaurant and they're just dispatching through like DoorDash or Uber Eats,
yeah, Chow Now. It's actually nationwide platform. Anyone can use Chow Now.
Chow Now.
Yeah,
Is,
I don't know if you ever got an order that says Chow Now on the slip.
no, I don't. Well,
So
if I did, I never paid attention.
yeah, it's a website so people can order online for whatever local restaurant, and they push it through Uber Eats currently.
Oh,
And he did that on my advice because I told him, I'm like, you might want to take it away from DoorDash.
I haven't got on that ASAP. I think Digi Nomad on here is familiar with ASAP from when he was down in Texas a few months ago.
Well,
But Uber Eats is supposedly backing ASAP now, or how was that phrased? Supporting them or something like that.
partnered.
It wasn't partner. Wasn't the word used? Approve. I don't know. Whatever. But they're in cahoots with
Subsidiary.
ASAP. What?
Subsidiary.
No. They're behind them or something without owning them. Maybe they're one step away from buying them, like they did Postmates and whatever else.
I mean, you think Sliced and all that kind of stuff. A lot of people bought those up. Yo, Digi, what's up?
Oh, good God, Digi, no man, you put some clothes on too. What the fuck?
I got the leg just my shoulder showing.
Where did it say anything about its naked night on the stream on the thumbnail? And I don't know if anybody noticed
that better?
The thumbnail. I got the Trump mug shot on my thumbnail.
Oh
and
God!
There's a lot of memes. There's a lot of memes saying never surrender. So I put never surrender to DoorDash.
Yeah. So that's the thing is that's what we're after next is like the merchant based order. So like stuff like Chow Now, any of the merchant based orders that they get through Square or anything like that. And then we're going after like the big national brands. If they're not in exclusive deals with any app, we're gonna like try to get. Oh, it's weird. We're gonna try to get them on board with us at least locally for the franchisees, and that would be huge.
I've seen some Bob Barker memes. He made it to 99 without going over 100. Like $1.
You got going.
So that's the only one I seen. I said it was something to that extent.
Yeah, there's a couple others. That's the one I seen a lot.
He definitely lived a life, man. All them years on that Price is Right with all the Barkers babes.
35 freaking years he hosted that show.
That's crazy. It looks like Drew Carey's already hosted it 35 years. He's aged a lot. Let's all be thankful though, because there was another person in the running to become the host of Price is Right, and that was Rosie O'Donnell. Thank God. Thank God that never happened. I would never watch the show again. At least I'll still watch it once in a while with Drew. I used to like Drew Carey a lot. I like the show.
There was this thing I ran across on YouTube, and it was like suggested to me, and it was called Game Show Roundup. I guess it was something in the 2000s. Like I must have missed because it was on CBS. And Ricky Lake was hosting like The Price is Right, Family Feud, match game, stupid stuff like that. Like
Uh,
all like the classic game shows, and
somebody
it was celebrities going for charity.
um Family Feud. The one person I saw that hosted it for a little while was Al from Home Improvement. I don't Al
Richard Karn.
Borland was his name on there. I can't think of his
Richard Karn.
Yeah,
Richard Karn's
I
his
did
real name.
not like. I liked him. I liked him. I loved him on the Home Improvement. But as the host of the Price or Family Feud,
Too bland.
oh gosh, bald headed mustache black dude, Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
I do like Steve Harvey as a host for it.
Yeah, Harvey's outgoing. He's a great host, and Richard Karn was just too reserved.
Now Richard Dalton, the OG Richard Dalton, nobody could do it quite like him. He kissed every woman that came on there.
Louis Anderson was for a while too. I remember that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Louis Anderson. He passed away not too long ago. He had like all kinds of things wrong with him though.
I mean, yeah, he didn't exactly take care of himself.
He liked to eat.
I'm gaining weight again. I don't know why, but well, I know why because I'm eating fast food too much. But
I eat too much before I go to bed. I'm trying to curb that a little bit, but then I'll wake up 2 hours after I fall asleep. And I'm like, I need a sandwich.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I do need to start like making sandwiches and bring them with me. Maybe eat something like once a day if I'm going to order hot food.
Well, like today,
So,
I ran in CC's Pizza Buffet, and that was my lunch. Pretty much my breakfast. I didn't really eat anything all day, and I was getting hungry.
My God, I thought they were basically bankrupt.
That one's still open, and I'll tell you what, their rewards app would not work at that one. They won't honor the on Facebook. They'd have the like $4.99 buffet or $3.99 buffet Monday through Wednesday. They wouldn't honor that. So that one may be independently owned. I don't know that I go to.
Probably
they wouldn't honor any sales or any specials. They just say that's not this location.
I don't know. The people at Pizza Hut were saying the app's like really fickle. So they had customers calling in complaining that they can't just like call in and use the points. Like, no, you have to order out the app and use that stuff.
Pizza Hut or CC's?
Pizza Hut.
Oh, I've never used their app. I hardly ever. I don't.
They said it's like a really glitchy. Like DoorDash, and like one of the first, they just laugh their butt off because like they've dashed. They know.
well, yeah, Josh, because it's the difference between paying $3.99 for a buffet and $12. Heck
God
yeah.
damn, that's a huge difference.
Yeah, it is.
I think it was still $6 when the one here closed down.
No, it's like $8.99 for the buffet now, and the pizza quality hasn't changed.
I don't even think it was open a full year. Like the Chinese buffets can do it somehow, but the pizza place can't.
Well, the Chinese, a lot of the stuff they throw out on the Chinese buffet is still low cost. Except when you get into the proteins, the chicken, and I don't know what kind of cuts of beef they use for like their beef and broccoli or whatever, but it's what they do to the meat that makes it tender. Sort of.
I don't know what happened, but it's like they went completely downhill. They suck now. I used to be able to go in there and like it'd be 20 minutes on a really big order. Now you'll be sitting there almost 25 minutes every single time, no matter how big it is.
Picking up,
like the place is dirty too. Like I see a lot of pictures on Facebook floating around. Like you don't want to eat that food.
There's this one, and I think it's still open. A lot of the good buffet, a lot of the really good Chinese buffets closed around here. I don't know if it was COVID, pre-COVID, but I think it was pre-COVID. They were already closing down the really good ones. And there's one. I went there one time, and they took the fried. That's my alarm.
Jeez,
that's what wakes me up in the morning.
I got my headphones in.
That's to remind me to go somewhere else, and I got to click see if I can get an order. But anyway, the fried shrimp that they had up on the buffet were already cooked shrimp that they then breaded and deep fried. They were terrible, and some of them kind of still had. They were kind of like peel and eat. Some of them still kind of had the shell on them. I saw some really large woman come back with a plate of, it was just a mound of green beans just smothered in all them fried shrimp. I was like, holy shit, how can she eat them things? They were like rubber bands. They were nasty.
I like the last time I ate Chinese buffet was in Canton, small town about where I'm from, college town, and everything was undercooked. It was cold, and I barely ate a plate and a half. Like, and the second plate was snacks, so like stuff that's supposed to be cold. And yeah, certainly enough, I got sick.
We've got
That
a
was
pretty good one here called the Hakito, I believe it's called, up in South County. They have sushi there too, and it's actually pretty good. It's smaller though; it's not your normal, which is fine, but it's tasty. It's actually pretty decent sushi for being at a buffet. But they've got a pretty good. They got a lot of stuff. The first time I went there, I was pretty blown away, and I literally I was filming it, and then I was done filming it, went back with my plate of stuff, and then I went back up for more. And when I got down to the end of that line, I looked to my left. There's a whole nother hallway, basically, with a whole nother buffet line. I'm like, holy shit! I was impressed with what I had just seen, because they had like the salad bar stuff, the fresh fruit, the cookies, desserts, the sushi, then a bunch of other hot stuff, and yeah, I was impressed with what I saw. Then I saw probably 20 plus more Schaefer's of more shit. I'm like, good Lord. And a lot of those were split pans. They had half pans inside the Schaefer's. And I'm like, they got a lot of stuff. Their dumplings are killer. They're fried dumplings. Well, they're boiled, then fried. What time is it? Okay, I still got 3 minutes.
yeah. You make sure you catch your catering apps.
Yeah.
or try to catch pre-scheduled curry.
No, I never see the pre-scheduled curry. I don't see many. But today, I'll tell you what, on curry, I saw more orders pop up today than I've ever seen pop up on it any single day. I couldn't take any of them, but I saw them. Well, there was two I was working on, but I couldn't. I was in the middle of dropping off my catering order, and it would have worked where I could have grabbed one and then picked up the second one on my way back this way. That would have dropped me off back this way, but that first one got snagged, and then the second one I didn't know if it was going to fit in my truck was the problem. Oh, what happened there? Yeah, I didn't know if it would fit in my truck, so I couldn't do it. Well, it says you're still up there. Yeah, I was just talking about Old Country Buffet today on Lisa's Discord and with my mom when she called me earlier before I got on the live stream here. Yeah, I did a pre-schedule one time only because I thought it was right. I was supposed to be getting
that one.
I was like, I'm like, why isn't this looking right? Oh shit, it's for 7 a.m. tomorrow. It made a lot more sense where I was physically located when I accepted that order than where I'd be when I wake up the next day at my house.
Are you on Zifty too?
It's not here. I've got the app, but I'd have to. I was just talking about that before you came up here. I'd have to sign up in another state if I do it. At least I'd be on it when they did get it here. I assume it's going to come here.
So, have you even taken a deliver that yet?
No. Anytime I've seen the offers, they conflict with stuff I've already got scheduled. So and there's no way around it. Plus,
what I look at more is drop off time and where they're going. So basically, if I got a little short run for $20, you know it's not much stuff normally. And then you got the other one, which is further out. And if you can get the restaurants to work with you, that's the thing.
These have all been like night and day where they're located. I mean, opposite ends of town. There's I'd be either late, early. I don't know. Everything would be screwed up if I mixed them together. Just they're all for the same exact times, damn near. And I'm like, there's no way I can stack these. Come on, throw me a bone. My fingers are crossed. Come on,
I was gonna say, check your phone.
Oh no, I do it on my computer, man. I got AT&T fiber optic internet.
Oh yeah, mine was just cutting out. I just had to turn off the Wi-Fi. Too many people are at the bar next door because that's whose Wi-Fi I have. And
you need a Wi-Fi antenna like I built out of one of them high definition satellite dishes.
I could put my way to the bottom.
I literally could put this thing up on my roof on a tripod, name it at the McDonald's about a half mile away, and get their Wi-Fi.
McDonald's Wi-Fi sucks.
It's I mean,
so
it's just a
restricted.
receiver. You wouldn't have any. You probably wouldn't have much upload speed on that, but no, there's a restaurant right down the street from me that a half a block away. That's who I was going to try and get, but then I had neighbors that moved in below me that didn't have a washer and dryer, so I said I'll let you use my washer and dryer if you give me your Wi-Fi password.
There you go. Okay, talking about it.
Nothing. I got nothing. Sons of bitches. They're probably going to text me in 4 minutes to confirm my order for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like I forgot, you know.
Hopefully you get more coming your way.
Yeah, there it is, right there. Confirming.
Called it.
Confirming for tomorrow, and now I'll tell them that I'm available since they didn't.
Dispatch stopped doing that the night before with me because I'm the only one who does them.
Well, here's
they'll text me like 2 hours or between 2 hours and an hour out to make sure I'm still on it.
I've not used Starlink yet. It's expensive. I think it runs like $250 a month if you sign up with Starlink, and I've got much faster internet than Starlink. For a lot, I think it went up to like they're charging me something extra because it was $90 a month. Now it's like $94. Is what I pay for my internet.
I don't know.
I
just went and got spent $300 something on that. I lost my old one. I needed one anyway, but I was hoping to get something nicer, but lost the damn SIM card tray to another one. I bought a used A21 and I lost the SIM card tray to it, which is nicer. This is the A14. Oh well.
I need a new tablet.
It's about the same as the A21. I just think I think it's pretty much the same thing, just less storage space. Which is my secondary anyway. The camera on this is much nicer than my old phone, that's for sure. I don't know, just like I just think that people should look for more opportunities wherever they can get them. Like you seem to be really open to everything now. Like you'll turn on InstaCart, you'll turn on Spark, you'll turn on Curry. It doesn't matter.
Oh yeah,
you'll do it. I
got to make the money. Well, I had Instacart on today. That was my main objective, was to get a couple little bangers from Costco. And I got 2 shop onlys, and I don't do those. They don't pay enough. I mean, they want to pay you like $7 to $9, $10 to do a shop only, like 88 items or some shit like that. And I'm like, no.
Some people's Schnooks, like they'll be like $15, $17, but it'll be a lot of items. So you'd have to basically be there every day and be so good at it. It's not funny.
Right. You have to really know the store. That's the problem. I don't know those stores well enough because I don't even do regular. If they do have shopping delivers there or shopping pays, I hardly ever do them there. Actually, no, it's shop and deliver. I don't actually have to use my card there, my Instacart card. I'll do them if they're pretty small or they're paying very good, but I don't see them that often. I do the best on my Costco Instacart. A lot of people in my market though, they prefer Sam's over Costco. They hate Costco, and one person on one of the local groups recently said that the person that stands at the door to check your card on your way in was rude to her. I'm like, rude? How are they rude? They just flag you in. You just flash your phone and all right, have a great day.
I don't know. The old guy's like really demanding about it at the Sam's. They must hired him. But I'm like, hey, dude, I'm here shopping for other people. He's like, oh, Instacart, and he just kind of weighs down.
Yeah, and Sam's I've never.
Otherwise, he's not really he's just old, you know.
Well, one time I screwed it up, and it was when I first started doing Instacart, and I couldn't figure out where the damn card went, so I just pulled my own Costco card out and said, here. It vanished. Right at the next one, I figured out how to make that come back real easy.
That's something I should do tomorrow morning, is when I'm sitting around doing nothing. I know I'm going to inevitably wait around for an hour. Breakfast has been really quiet. So,
yeah, I've been hearing that.
I need to finish signing it, getting it through Uber there, because I'm platinum or diamond, whatever.
Oh, I'm like green level on Uber Eats. I've taken like one Uber Eats order in the last month and a half.
Like, I didn't mind Costco, just like the hustle there versus Sam's or BJ's. Sam's and BJ's were easier because they weren't as freaking crowded. When I went to Albany and I went to
Costco,
Philly.
my Costco, I know the layout. I'm fast in there. If I go to this other Costco, the new Costco, I haven't even been inside it yet, so I have no idea what their layout is. But the other Costco I can go to, I hate the layout, and the phone signal is horrible in there. I literally got to, if I'm in the back of the store, I got to just go by the picture and load up the cart with a few items and walk all the way to the front of the store, reboot the app, and then scan shit and then go back. It's a pain in the ass. I've done like 2 shops there, and the same thing happened both times. Or if you have to, the freezers are all the way in the back, and it seems like both times I was there, or maybe it's 3 times, I don't know. Something frozen they wanted, they were out of stock on. I can't communicate with the customer until I'm all the way back to the front of the store. Oh, Gomo.
If it's obvious, I just grab it.
Yeah, well,
I have no idea what that is.
Like Gomo, it's another app. I don't know if it's as far north as you are.
Probably not. I don't have much.
The only person I know that I shared a link with, referral link with, was Digi Nomad. He's the only one. Well, I shared it with several people, but he's the only one I know that had the background check came back. He's like on it, but he's in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and the only place in Michigan that has Gomo is Detroit. And I have it in St. Louis. Apparently, it's available here. It says so on their app. I don't know. This has been, what, 2 weeks or better? Still nothing back on the Gomo app on the background. You know it's already done.
Now, as far as I know, Grand Rapids is a much better market than Detroit.
Oh, I would imagine. It'd probably be safer.
Isn't Let's Play DoorDash there?
I don't have any idea.
Isn't he Detroit?
I have no idea. I know. Yeah, I don't know where he's at.
He's on the right side of the 8 Mile, though.
I vaguely know who you're talking about. He's usually on those DoorDash live streams that I don't frequent too often.
No. You met him at the gig conference.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, he was there.
I remember you and Dash and Grandpa and Night Watcher and the gig show, which is STL Gigs. They were there. Oh, and Pedro and his girlfriend. I know I saw Gary there. I met Gary there.
We talked for the longest time. I did take a lot of your time.
Well, Hannibal, I sort of met, and then, but not really. I was standing a foot or two from him right there in the little circle of people. And Rideshare Rodeo Steve was there, but I didn't really meet him. But I saw him. The head guy of Para, the creator of it or whatever. I did talk to him, and the guys from Buckle.
Yeah. So that's what I was talking about today. Maybe I shouldn't say too much, but I'll put it this way. David and one of the owners of this app I'm doing, they met up at a conference, and that's how they got hooked up. And now through PowerWorks, they're doing that's what the catering at. Like the catering orders across the country they're in various markets. They're not always the greatest, but
yeah, I see hardly anything in my market on PowerWorks.
But he's like, I don't blame you if you don't take nothing below 20. He's like, we just get what we get.
But no, I haven't seen any below 20. In fact, the lowest I think I've seen is right around 25. But they seem to range between 25 to 35, and I saw a couple for 38. But a lot of them are over in Illinois, which I'm not in Illinois, and they're not in a good part of Illinois. Or they're weird one. I'm already in bed, and all of a sudden, PowerWorks will send me an offer. Say it's 10 o'clock at night and it's a 10:49 pickup at the Steak and Shake over like where I actually do food apps, and the drive's not bad and it's paying like $30, but I'm like, I'm in bed. Why would they send? And it's weird times like 10:49 and 10:52 or something like that. I've seen 3 of them now late night like that from that Steak and Shake.
I wonder if normal customers are just doing through EzCater because, hey, I get a chance. I usually get a better driver when I.
Yeah, well, I had to explain what EzCater is a couple times now with some of the customers I deliver to. Like today, she thought I worked for Mission Taco. I'm like, no, I don't work for Mission Taco. This is actually dispatched out through other apps, third-party apps from EzCater. I go,
Like we're
but
gonna.
I do use my truck, my wear and tear on my vehicle, and my gas.
Well, I got the Pfizer rep. He's aware of Food Fetch now. He's like, oh, he's like, you're going live within a couple weeks. Yeah, I'm like, you download the app and just watch for it to go live, and there'll be a catering section on it. And I'm like, I asked him if he's been to Los Amigos, which is the Mexican place that I got. He's like, oh yeah, I've been there. That place is awesome. He's like, I'll definitely order food for these guys from there. So hell yeah, I can't see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to get it at some angle. Yeah, just
Nope.
here, hang on.
Big green screen.
Yeah, that's your food fetch delivery app right there. I've got it. I didn't get on it though. It's not here.
Is that red one? Oh, you
Yeah,
downloaded that red one? Okay. Oh yeah, because I sent you a screenshot.
yeah. It's
Yeah,
mainly.
that's basically I'm the only one really using it.
Well, it sucks to be you.
Well, it's just for the catering because like there's closed versus open API, and they said they tried to do the regular on-demand orders through it, and it kept crashing. So they do that through driver logic instead, through order logic and driver logic. It's like an app a lot of smaller apps use. So like I know there's one called Melio out in Albany.
What other catering apps are up in your market besides
That's
you got,
it. That's it.
Works and well, hopefully,
Yeah.
some
if
of
it don't
them,
go directly to me, it'll be posted pair works, and if I catch that, it's usually because there's conflicting times, is why they go there. So like the system will automatically detect, hey, these are conflicting times, but usually it's, oh, this one goes to the hospital and this one goes to another medical office. It's usually something I can manage.
On Delivered one morning, I saw one really shitty app. It was there the night before. It was there the next morning. Then about an hour or two later, I saw it pop up on Deliver That.
You get the tip share there, and they give you a little contribution. Like they don't tell you all that up front. That's
With the
like
tip pool, I think that order probably paid better on Deliver That. I don't know. I don't know what my tip pool is here though.
I think you start getting more of it when you're a preferred driver or some crap. I don't know.
Well, Lisa's
UDM has a million videos up.
Yeah, well, Lisa's a preferred driver on Deliver That now, and she's getting orders 2 days in advance. I'm like, that's pretty cool. But then you're also booking, you're booking yourself up 2 days in advance. That can bite you because if a better offer comes in on a say different app for that same time frame, well, you're already booked 2 days in advance. And if you get that one the night before, the day before for that day, and you're already booked, I think that's part of their. I think that's an angle they're working on purpose there.
I think it's pretty rare for a Delivered that was that good to come in like that. She might end up seeing one day where, oh, here Delivered wants you to do $40 and it's going in the wrong direction, or it's over on the other side of the city. You know?
with her market with Delivered and Delivered That being so new there, and she's kind of been in there right from the beginning. It seems like she takes everything she gets. That's possible.
Yeah, because there's not many orders. It's like here, there's not that many orders. Like her,
she's getting more than I do, but it's on Deliver That.
I think there's only one or two other drivers out there.
Deliveroo. You've asked that a million times, Chevy, and I still have never heard of Deliveroo. If I had,
it's in Europe.
Oh, okay, that's probably why I haven't heard of it.
It used to be in Australia and New Zealand, but they pulled out of those markets because of legislation they passed.
It probably started in Australia because Deliveroo, like kangaroo.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
That's what I think every time I look at it. No, I meant to go by Harbor Freight today. I need some extension cords. I also need to order a long USB cable or whatever cable goes to my second monitor. Well, I'm going to flip flop my monitors, so I may not need that longer USB. I just need extension cords because I've got this bigger desk. I can't hook everything up like I used to have it because my tower's too far away. I can't put it underneath it. Maybe.
Well,
maybe I can. I don't know. But I can pull up. What's that?
There's like the elderly apartments, and I guess some do go to Fort John, but I've yet to get one. But the one he told me about, he said, oh, it was a $300 worth of just tips on it. And I'm like, I'm like, why didn't you reach out to me and ask me? And that's
Yeah,
when, because I told them after the fact that I can get on Fort Drum, this is when they got the idea. Hey, why don't we start here? Cause I was complaining about DoorDash, and a lot of their former drivers are former Dashers, and they hate it. So I'm like,
this
I don't plan to rely on it.
this Heeds here or Hides, I don't know how you pronounce it. I've never even heard of it. It's a
Never,
restaurant or something.
nope.
Like I'm delivering an order from Naven's Barbecue tomorrow, and I'm sure nobody's heard of that because it's local right here in my neighborhood. It takes me 3 minutes to get there from my house. Yeah, that was great. It was great this morning. It took me 6 minutes to get to the restaurant for the Mission Taco. It's in my old neighborhood, which I'm still in the same zip code, so I'm not far away. And then it literally went 1.1 miles down the road for the drop off. I'm like, couldn't have been any better. But then I was thinking last night, I was talking to my buddy Mike up here that does ride shares for Uber. I like these high paying, really short deliveries, but come tax time, guess what? I don't have all that mileage to write off if I keep doing stuff like that. So
that's where if you have a curry, let's say, and it's really good paying,
right,
but it's going a ways, just grab whatever back. So like it pays for your gas, but you could write off all those miles.
Yep. That's I was talking about curry today just for that, pretty much that reason, because they're long miles. A lot of them, they're not short runs. That's why I'm like, I wish I could get curry orders that work out like these catering orders that pay so much and it's much more or less miles. But when I do the curries, it's almost all highway. Every time, if I got a bunch of miles, it's 98% of it's highway. But their descriptions are so vague on some of the things. I don't know. Like today, I don't know if there was seven items that were 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot, or if it was all the items combined was 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot.
What you could do is, you're on dispatch too, right?
Yeah, but I haven't been turning it on. When I had it on, the only orders I saw were terrible. And I keep hearing that they went way downhill, and almost all their orders are paying shit.
Steve had a video on it saying they've like really gone downhill.
He's one of them.
$100 for 100 miles anymore, you know.
And Brian Habit Yo Way, he told me the same thing, and I heard it from a couple other people, and I'm like, well, I'm glad I paid $40 to get on that one. So eventually, I'm going to use it to get my damn money back.
Well, that's what I'm saying is maybe study the patterns on these apps of where these orders go and what comes back towards St. Louis versus where the other orders are going. And now all those that were, it's the trash to gold concept, you know?
You're
just grabbing whatever on the way back.
These curry orders here, man, there's no rhyme or reason, man. They're all over the place. Roadie drivers make money with phone.com, roadie drivers, whatever. I almost made an extra $8 on my Sam's order today, but I remembered on my way there that it was a curbside Spark order, not an Instacart Sam's, because there was a Observa order or an Observa gig in there to take a picture of an end cap for $8.
I would have grabbed it, quickly went and parked, quickly went and took the picture because it came back out.
Oh, for that Sam's, they've got like a loading zone that you can pull in. I went and parked with my hazards on in that loading zone after I picked up an order and grabbed a piece of pizza or a hot dog and a soda and used I used their bathroom. Then I grab a hot dog and soda on the way back out, and I don't even get a parking spot because curbside's around the side of the building. I only prefer to do my curbside Spark orders from that. If I do any Sam's order, that one, they are the fastest. That one I go to.
That's also what I'm saying. You could probably use Spark and Instacart to your advantage if something was paying pretty good. Like, let's say it's you got a curry, it's a big load, it's paying $200 to go 125 miles.
Yeah, I hardly ever.
And then there's the drive there too.
Most curries never get that high. Not here. We got these vultures.
Oh. Yeah, I know you said there was bigger orders that people can't do. I don't know how many of them are coming in. That's basically what
those are even getting taken before they should. But there's some tactics about some new tactics. Once I experiment with them, I'll say I'm not going to tell people just yet because I haven't tried this new try it. I can text you it because you could try it in your market, but I'm not trying it yet.
Dude,
I
people are ruining their apps for me. I'll tell you that. Like, either that or Walmart refuses to give me a TV or something. You know, they're just being jerks.
Well, here what I'm learning, if it's a small order, you got these people with these compact cars out there just vulturing them, just snagging them, like not even as soon as they pop up.
That's the thing. I accepted a Lowe's the other day, and I should have sent you the picture. Freaking it was 15 things of insulation. It said 15 items, so I'm like, it could just be random stuff, and there might be one or two long things. Nope, it was 15 rolls of insulation.
Rolls were they like those long, the ones that lay out flat that are like 6 foot long?
They're actually rolled up, but it was still a pain in the butt. I had to try to strap them down, and it came down 3 times on me. And once I was like almost there, I was like, there's like 2 minutes down the road.
Yeah, I did. Oh,
speaking of the devil, I got an order.
I did Home Depot, and it was the long ones, but there was like 5 bundles of them. But I have a truck, so it was no big deal.
That's a good one.
Honestly, Chevy, in the store's best interest, I mean, this is kind of the wave of the future, really. And the pandemic just kicked it in the ass, and like a shot of steroids, and really, really shot it up because nobody could go to the store, or it was just a pain in the ass. They had like the Home Depot that I go to mainly. They had somebody with a clicker at the door, and there was a line to get in because there was only so many people allowed in the store. And when somebody walked out the exit, they radioed the guy at the entrance to let another person in, and shit like that. Yeah. They made it a pain in the ass to shop. So a lot of people really got on the whatever app that they get their shit delivered.
I don't know if I suppose if I raise enough of a fuss, the merchant is supposed to start paying me through EzCater for long wait times. And Red Lobster said they got started 10 minutes late, so I was like 14 minutes after I was supposed to leave there. But now I got a Cracker Barrel going to that same place I delivered the Red Lobster to, and they've been really. I haven't got many Cracker Barrel, but when I go, oh my god, they've been on fire lately. Like they're really. The only thing that sucks is the on ramp to that exit is blocked because that bridge is under construction. So it's $26.84 I got for tomorrow. So that's really nice.
Oh yeah, I gotta click that.
Hang on. Yeah, maybe I should click Para.
Yeah, my Para is on all the time. I'm on here. I'll type it in here. If you guys want to check this one out, I just signed. I got on board with it yesterday. I got 2 offers on it today. It's called Synpex. One was this morning. They conflicted with my catering time though, and it was too far from. It was paying 35, 34, something like that. I had to drive way up north. If Night Watcher and Gig Shows on here, they'll know I had to go up to Bridgeton to pick up tires from somewhere and bring them back to the city somewhere. And it was only paying $35, but it conflicted with my time on my catering order, and I couldn't do it. And then the second one was 7 sheets of OSB ornated strand board, OSB board. It's freaking plywood, basically. It's like particle board plywood. It's OSB board. And I'm like, I was thinking cardboard. I had corrugated board in my head, like cardboard in my head. And then I'm like, oh, wait, that's OSB. Oh, hell no. I'm not going and picking up 7 sheets of that it was like $29.
You have some racks on top of your hardcover?
No, I mean, I could have put the wood in the back, but it was the Lowe's that I had to go pick it up at. And the area I had to drop it off, it's out in West County on the main road that goes through to Manchester. Is a freaking nightmare that time of day with traffic and rich, snooty people driving cars that don't know how to drive worth a damn.
I know someone's grabbing stuff. He must be doing private runs for contractors or something because I see him all over the place. And he's always grabbing like a bunch of lumber and stuff.
Well, like Lisa,
either that or there's some app that I don't know about.
Yeah, Lisa, right here. Lisa had she's done 3 Synpex now. She's been on the app for a year and finally gets her first order. And she's mad because I just signed up yesterday and already got my first offers today. Like early this morning, I got it offered. But she did a wheelbarrow last week, and then like 3 days ago it was a sheet of freaking drywall, 4x8 sheet of drywall. And then yesterday it was just one, and then yesterday it was one sheet of plywood, 4x8. And I'm like, Crow, you need to get one of those carriers, the thing that helps you carry full sheets of drywall or plywood.
So, how far out do you see orders on like Tara or Deliver That? I know you said you haven't done one yet, but
Deliver That. Half the time they come in, I hear no notification sound. I'll notice there's a push notification, and almost every time, I mean, it could be like a minute went by since that push notification came in, and the order's gone. And
I hear some markets it's seconds, like Instacart.
Yeah, it's
like you got to be literally staring at the screen.
Yep, and I can't do that. Same with shoot.
Or heck, Sparks like that now.
Another one. I can't think. So many damn apps I'm on, man. Yeah, I normally don't fire too many up at the same time because it's just so overwhelming. It's just I think it's overloading my damn phone. Oh shit! There's 3 fucking Deliver That push notification. 4. Those were not here a minute ago. See what I mean?
Quick.
Nothing. They're gone. All of them. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That fast. There was 4 of them. I've been looking at my phone this whole time. I keep glancing at it, and they weren't there a minute ago. And then all of a sudden, boom, boom, boom! I saw 4 freaking icons up there.
Yeah, that's why I was saying it too, because I wanted to see if you get something.
Jesus, that quick. Yeah, I noticed if you just sit there in the morning with it open, well, you can't see it, but the screen's open on the offer screen on Deliver That. All of a sudden, I saw them coming in, and if I shut it down, I don't hear, and it makes a noise when it does that. But I can't leave. It's a bright white screen. It sucks my battery real fast when I have it like that. If I don't have it plugged in, that's another thing. I have no plugs, chargers for my phones over on my desk right now. I got to reroute all those too.
So, saying about the racks on top of the truck is like this guy barely ever brings out his trailer, and he's carrying lumber or piping or whatever on top of his truck, and he has his full enclosed cat full of stuff too. Maybe the back door is open if it's just a little tiny bit too long, and the guy got to make bank like doing that stuff privately.
I'm definitely looking for a cargo van. I'm looking hard for a cargo van. I'm just so picky, and I want to build up a little more money in the bank before I do it, so I can turn around and get it, insured the same day.
I say
down payment.
Now's the time where something like it had hail damage. You don't care.
No shit. Half the ones that's why
they're actually reasonable prices again. You know what I mean?
I've upped my price. I've upped my price on them. Yeah, used car prices have come down a lot. A lot of people say I'm hearing they're still going up, but no, yeah, I've been watching prices real close for over 2 years straight now, and they've came down a whole lot compared to what they were.
I saw something that had like passenger side damage, like you couldn't open the back door. It was a quad cab truck, but it was like the truck was still very usable, and it's just the back door. And that truck, like 2 years ago, that would have been $1,000 at best under everything else. That thing was like, I think it was like about $5,000 less than the average truck. So I think it was like a 2018 with 40,000. I think they only wanted 25 for it. It's a base model, but still, like a few years ago, that'd be like 29,000, while the rest are selling for 30 or whatever. You know what I mean? It's freaking insane for something similar.
I can't believe I just missed 4 Deliver That's like that.
Oh man, that's why I said something about it too. I'm sorry, man.
No, I would have caught it. I did because I've been looking. I keep glancing at the phone light, and I swipe down so I can see all my push notifications. Because there's other apps that aren't making any noise, like Curry's sort of making noises now. That's for you.
Yo, what's up?
That one's for you. Because my car's not new.
It's in the body shop still.
Damn. The bots, the batch grabber bots, yeah, if they're available, somebody's using them.
I
Guarantee
literally
that.
had I literally had to put brake pads and threw an oil change at the stupid courtesy car I'm driving, and he says he's gonna take it off my deductible. And he's
No,
pissed
no,
off because it's been sitting at his shop for 6 months. Well,
I
not
think
6 months. It's been 4.5.
it's not an Android, damn it. I think it's I think it's something they build into the app to make you watch their app because it makes noise if I have the app. Like I have Deliver That open right now
It's been
on
it's
that
literally
screen.
been 5 weeks because when I hit that deer was just before I got deactivated. And now I just got back on a couple weeks ago. I lost top dasher, so I don't have dash now, but whatever.
I may go buy a new phone tomorrow. There's a used phone place. Uh, I found them on Marketplace. I got to look for them again, but they're right up near where I deliver for Costco all the time up in that area.
I'm thinking of going out tomorrow morning and driving out to Price Chopper and try to sit there and see if I can get a drop because for a little bit it seems like some of the drivers gave up and there's only 3 other people sitting there, 3 other cars. But like for quite a while there was like 6 to 8 no matter which store I sat at. I tried both stores 2 different mornings, and here's 6 other Instacarters. A bunch of them were couples.
Well, that's the
They let a
problem I'm
bunch.
having. I'm having that problem at Costco. I know a bunch of other shoppers, and I'm sitting there and sitting there and sitting there after the drop, and I see them all going inside, and I'm like, and I'm not seeing one order pop up from that store.
I know one girl. She's she is doing dumpling, and she has like 8 personal clients that she delivers to on Fort Drum, and I imagine she has a couple in the city too.
I am
So
just not.
she'll Instacart's a side thing for her. She mostly does dumpling.
I like how Dumpling does that, but I don't. It's not for me. It's not. I don't think that app's for everybody because then you got that commitment to that customer. Like my one cash customer, he where he lives. It's not far from here, but it's also not. It's way out of the way when I'm out working where I work to swing by there to do anything because then I got to drive another 15 miles to get back out to where I was after I take care of him. But when I'm doing food orders that's where I do my Uber Eats is over that way. So that's no big deal. But this time of year when it's so slow, I'm not doing any damn Uber Eats because it's just a pain in the ass sitting there too long. Because I like to cherry pick for them super good orders.
Do you have to have a high AR to have Diamond in your city or no?
Man, for over a year, I didn't even have an acceptance rate on Uber Eats. All I had was satisfaction rate, and now all I have is acceptance rate and satisfaction rate. I don't even have cancellation rate.
So like, I was in a live stream and like, you must be in a weird market because like a lot of them said even Uber Eats like acceptance rate was a part of it, and in my market it's not.
No, I turned. I was over picking up an order for my cash customer last week. That's the one Uber Eats order I've done in like a month and a half. The restaurant didn't open till 4:45, and I was damn near in his neighborhood at 4:45. Then 5 o'clock, it was going on 5, and he got a hold of me and said he got his order in, and it wouldn't be ready till 6 o'clock. And I'm like, well, shit, that's not really enough time for me to get a Spark order or Instacart because that could take longer than that. You just never know. So I flipped on Uber Eats, and I got it was $10.31 from a good restaurant. And I didn't think there would be a hidden tip on it, but it ended up paying $12.43 after the tip came through. I was like, sweet. So instead of sitting there for an hour making nothing, I made $12.43.
I discovered something that I can't share on here, but I just don't get many offers from there in the first place. I keep seeing like the opportunities tab. They're all trash.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Never seen anything good on it. I seen like one that was in another city that was an okayish Target order. That was about it. And it's like most of them are like
Target,
$3, $4, $6 shop and pays, and people take these things pre-scheduled. It's like Are you people nuts?
Oh, that open orders board. I started calling it the green screen today. So
But like they'll put Walmart on there too, and I have someone in my market.
on the green
I don't.
screen,
Yeah, they'll put Walmart pickups on there, and someone takes them, and they're never even that good. Like the highest paying one I saw was $9, but it was going from the Evans Mill store all the way to the other end of the city, like past the end of Washington Street, like way outer. Like it's like the outer Watertown basically area.
you're not back on Spark yet, are you?
No, I'm still waitlisted. They kept blowing my stuff up, saying, "Here, try to get here. There's an opportunity to get in," and like it did give me the opportunity, and then it like freaked out and glitched out, and I tried again, and it said, "Oh, it's full again." And my buddy who does Spark, that's like his full-time gig right now because he only has that in Uber Eats. Oh, he's gonna be on this other app with me, but he said his wife just got let in, so I'm like, I bet you she's the one who took that spot.
Yeah. No, you need to find a different area that has openings and switch to that area. And then once you get on, you just change markets.
Shane, you need to get a hold of support and say, hey, it wouldn't verify me. Can you please get a hold of the team to manually verify you? And when they made me verify, it failed. And they had me up and going. They said it could be up to 3 days. They had me going in 8 hours.
On Spark or DoorDash?
DoorDash.
Yeah, I've been hearing that for a long time. People just get deactivated for no apparent reason.
Well, what's his name got back on and got immediately deactivated and didn't cash out his money. Like, why wouldn't that be the first thing you did? You had money sitting there. Why wouldn't you hit that cash out button? I don't care what it costs. I don't care if it costs $5. I think it's like $3.
You know me. To me, that's just another reason not to use that app I hate so much called DoorDash.
There's money to be made. It's an opportunity. I look at it as a business.
Well, that's when
I understand it's the volume market leader in my market.
Even Lisa said the other day, she's like, just because you can't make money on it. I'm like, no, don't get me wrong. I can make money on DoorDash. I just hate the app. I hate the way they run it. I mean, it could work. If everything worked on it, it would be a kind of a sweet app.
Since you haven't worked Uber, you're going to hate how they changed it, I think.
What, Uber?
Yeah.
It doesn't change in every market. Like Bobby had a sweet upgrade a while back, like a few months ago, and he loved it. You couldn't, if you accidentally hit accept, like when you're trying to take the picture on a drop off and they pop an offer up, if you tapped it, it actually asked you if you wanted that or not, instead of just automatically accepting it.
Yeah. Well, I got the double confirm at the merchant now, but it's like really weird and wonky. It's not like hitting the same button. It's hitting 2 different buttons. You have to scroll down. It's so stupid.
Here's a little confirm trick, because I've made a lot of money off this trick. Because I usually wait till I've got my phone in my mount and everything before I confirm my order.
Oh yeah, me too.
Because of the add-ons. That's where I've made the money, is on those add-ons. And when I confirm the order in front of the person in the store, I hold the phone up. I hit the thumbs up. You know, you swipe all the way down. You got a thumb up, thumb down. I hit the thumbs up. I go, there, I confirmed it, grab the food and go.
I think I got data throw the other day and I missed, like, I saw the order, but it was already too late.
But I don't actually confirm the order. I just thumb up the restaurant for being good.
It said plus $9 for freaking Taco Bell, and it must have been something good, and I freaking missed it, and I was so mad. And they threw a plus $1.50 at me, and I was like really pissed.
It's been a while, but the last couple Taco Bells I took, they were bangers. Single orders going real short distance for like 18 on one, like 21 on the other, $21. And all said and done, there's literally the base pays like $19 and $20. The tip's only $1. and there's almost every time I've done those, there's a PIN number required.
Oh my God, dude.
So I think this has happened a bunch of times, and it's usually fast food joints. It just so happens Taco Bell is the main one this has happened. I mean, super short distance. One of them was this Taco Bell up in South County, and it was paying $20 to the apartment complex directly across the street from the Taco Bell. And that base pay was $19, and the tip was $1. And there was a PIN number required. I think people They have scammed Uber Eats in the past, and that's the way Uber Eats gets their money back, I guess, in the long run.
I think it's just crappy drivers in my market because all these people are really friendly. They're really eager. They're like, yeah, they keep dropping off the wrong place, or they don't even try to call me. You always call.
I don't
and
call,
now
but
I
I
get these.
text. I always text them, like, you know me. I let everybody know
Well,
I'm on the
like
way.
I'm talking about coming to a military barrack, so I always call those guys out.
Oh, that's
guys get
different.
out. So yeah.
Cody. Cody. He works. I've never really talked to him if he works the Scott Air Force Base like you do, that military base you deal with. I don't know if he delivers on the base like that, or if I don't even know if they have barracks there or anything like that.
You don't. I asked him before. He said he doesn't want nothing to do with it because like up there it's more of a pain in the ass.
Oh, okay.
You get
Well,
you get like 1 day passes. And they don't want to give you a year or whatever.
Put it this way: if there's a nuclear war, I almost said it like George Bush Jr. Nuclear, not nuclear. That Scott Air Force Base is a main target. That's a big target.
It's
a big,
right
it's a big
there.
Base. It's a big Air Force base.
Russell's only right there.
I don't want to work anywhere near there. Just in case, you just never know that. But that's a primary target.
I thought Cody mostly does. He got a W-2 again.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't really talked to him much. I've just been popping back in on the Gig War Live once in a while. I was actually gonna pull up the app and see what's going on with the wars this week.
I don't know.
I nothing bad about that, but when I was getting into the Gig Wars before, all of a sudden I stopped making money. They did the first shopping war they did. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna kill you guys, because I just started doing Spark again, and I was fucking rocking shopping orders. They were blowing me up with great orders all day, all evening long. And then I get in the shopping war, and nobody really seriously got in it with me. And I ended up not putting all my numbers in the week. I won. If you totaled all my numbers up, I just never put them in. But I saw what numbers got put in at the end of the week, and yeah, I had higher. I just never followed through with all the numbers, but I still didn't do as good as I was, and it just went down after that. And I'm like, all right, I'm not doing these Gig Wars anymore. I don't know why. And I mean, that app had nothing to do with my shit luck.
It's just
not
like
getting
bad
orders.
juju, bad luck when you're trying to be in a
Right.
competition.
I'm like, this is not right. I've been kicking ass the last like 2-3 weeks straight. I get in the shopping war, and there you go. I'm like, fuck, I'm back doing curbside now. But
well, yeah, it's been a lot slower lately. So now when I do get shops, they don't pay nearly as much on DoorDash. Like I let go a mint one the other day that sat around for an hour. Should have just done it.
I did think about
maybe I could have snagged the Instacart if I got lucky.
I was thinking about doing a live stream here probably in a couple months, like one day I'd do this of switching DoorDash to shop and pays only, and not do it in the city, but go outside of this, out in the county, like where where Nug should have been the whole week that he was here challenging Pedro instead of just the last day. I tried telling them that Monday they were here, they live stream him and Kayla, and I was in the chat, and I was even tagging Kayla, so I know it was popping up, in red. I'm like, you guys need to not do the city. You need to open up DoorDash, go to the Melville zone, and work the southern part of that. And that's where they went the last day. And Nugs was like, he was blown. When I was talking to him at the barbecue place afterwards, he's like, oh my God, it was like night and day. City scary out there. It's like country clubs, he said, something like that. And I'm like, I tried telling you guys all week to go out there. Because I mean, when you're in this city and you don't know where to go, yeah, you can go to a lot of the wrong places because they order a lot.
Is that where you told me you were out there late one night just doing banger McDonald's?
Yeah, oh God, yeah. I was trying to go out to meet my buddies at the bar on a Sunday night for our weekly wrap-up meeting. I didn't get there till 11 o'clock, and I was supposed to be there at 9:30, and I was on target to get there right on time. But the McDonald's that I always get burgers from out there, I was literally coming up on it and got like a $19 order going 3 miles down the road. And I grabbed it, And right after I dropped it off, I'm starting to head up to the bar because it's on my way back to McDonald's now. And I got another like $23, and then I got another and another. I'm like, son of a bitch. And I was just ping ponging back and forth. It was off Christopher Road. I was just going to McDonald's, getting an order, and their drive-thru was moving really quick too. So it was like, this is awesome. And I text my buddies. I'm like, hey, I'm trying to get there, but this money, I just can't pass it up. This is killer. They had every order. And, you know, I'm used to being in the city where you get an order pop up from McDonald's for $23. It's probably been stolen. And they had every single order I went there for. And they were all, the lowest one was $18 and something. But it was fast food. There's hardly ever a hidden tip on my fast food orders here.
Well, here's the thing. Like, later in the evening, too late night, like, a lot of drivers try to stay on who are the part-timers on DD, but it seems like they'll get sick of that, and the ones who are multi-appers will go home. All of a sudden, I'm getting these high-paying Grubhub and Uber Eats. It's like, ooh, okay.
Well, on Saturdays on Instacart at Costco, they close at 6, and I think there's a lot of part-timers that bail out before 6 o'clock because they've been out since like 6 or 7 or 8 in the morning. And I've been getting some last minute decent orders from Costco on a Saturday. Other than that, I mean, I could just take Saturdays off and not lose much money, to be honest.
I screwed myself last night because there was one order I could have took, and the money wasn't that great. Even if I took my shortcut, it would have barely scraped $1 per mile. But every other offer they showed me had an Arby's in it, which closed in 5 minutes. And then the other two offers were freaking Dollar General, which the location that was open also closed in 5 minutes. So it's like, I could get over there. I could have done the one because it was 2 items, but it's like, knowing my luck, like, they would have locked up the door 5 minutes early on my ass.
The Arby's in the city that Pedro won't even go to that Arby's anymore. It's horrible. But I got an order one night. The last time I went there to pick up an order, I take that back. That was the Wendy's out there, not the Arby's. I actually had good luck with that Arby's out in South County, but the Wendy's out in South County, the one down here that I normally work, I won't even go there at night. I really want to go there in the day because I'm unsuccessful getting orders. They say the system's down every time I go in there because the employees are all out hanging with people that don't work there on the patio smoking weed instead of working. But the Wendy's out here, the guy at the drive-thru argued with me because they didn't have the order because it had been stolen. And I was telling him, you need to get these drivers for DoorDash and Uber Eats and whatever, confirm their pickup before they leave. He said, oh, no, that's not it. That's not the problem. I'm like, what the hell? It's not the problem. Then where's my order? Remake it. They wouldn't remake it. Refire that order, then give it to me then, because the customer didn't get it. He tried to argue with me, saying, no, that's not the problem. I'm like, you're out of your mind, dude. And why are you arguing with me? I'm just stating the thing. Make the driver. Order. It's not a big deal. You're supposed to do that anyway. It's probably in their terms somewhere.
I remember the month before I got deactivated, there was a bunch of newbies coming in, and I'm like, I saw one of the slips, and it said $112 subtotal, and this was Arby's. I'm like, make sure that driver confirms it before you give them everything. Like, don't just make them sign this. Make them confirm it, because, and that guy ended up being like the guy who got it. Actually, ended up being pretty cool, but he ended up moving away. He was a soldier. He was PCS. I can't see what that was said. Did you get anything else?
I was taking a picture.
No, Sean.
What? No, I was taking a picture. I wasn't even on the stream.
Oh, because it like phased in and out there.
Yeah, it worked good on my end. What I was trying to do, I took a picture of my green screen and sent it to you.
God.
That's what it looks like on the computer, on the 32-inch monitor. The Dell with crazy resolution. Yeah, I was live streaming that night. I don't remember what was said, but that dude was arguing with me about it. And he didn't, why are you even arguing with me? It's probably part of their terms of service. I promise you, it's probably something on their end that they're supposed to make drivers confirm pickups.
And I think they kind of leave it up to them, but yeah.
Oh, I forgot to ask, is this music too loud, guys? I know it's repetitious. I think it's one song that plays over and over and over. We'll turn it to the lo-fi song now. The one lo-fi song that we're going to hear 1,300 times. I'm going to upload my own playlist to StreamYard so soon. I'm working on it right now. I'm going to figure out how to make it a playlist first. I was going to upload it to Spotify so I can do it out when I'm on the road. But it's all music from the YouTube, the new creator thing. Well, formerly the YouTube audio library. You can actually get music that's copyrighted from the creator thing now, and you buy a license for it.
I'm wondering if I'll get the other catering app when I'm down for Dirt Week. I'm gonna turn it on and off while I'm down toward Lisa's area and see if I can get anything.
Which catering app? Delivered?
Mm-hmm.
Just make sure they know you're there.
Yeah, I know. You hit that you're available, and you flick it on and off, then you text you're available. That's what I can't remember that lady's name who was on UDM stream. She said that's what you need to do, and that will put you like a higher priority.
I do that available like 38 times a day.
I had to reactivate myself because it went down due to inactivity.
Yeah, Chevy, that was there's the White Castles that are here, bud. So I found if you're out really late, it was good for a minute, but then that White Castles that I was making bank off of it like 2:00 in the morning, between midnight and 3, lost our staff. In fact, that one night I had two deliveries left to hit my quest for the night by midnight. I was there before midnight in the drive-thru, and I got one of my orders fairly quick, but the second order, it was like $112 worth of freaking White Castle, and it was going like right across the street. It was less than a quarter mile away, and those guys were stoned as hell, but I waited for it. I couldn't cancel it because it was gonna I wouldn't have got the quest bonus, the full quest bonus, the whole thing. That was the last one I needed for the like 17 deliveries or something like that. So I sat there and waited, and it was paying enough. I think I made around $50 off those two. That was before the bonus kicked in. Yeah, I felt so bad for her. She's a really nice lady too. And I saw the guy. I'm like, what are they taking a break? Because I saw the guy go out the side door because I was parked in front. He walked out. He walked out on her during that rush.
Oh, I remember that stream now.
I'm like, son of a bitch, that's just wrong. So she was in there, manning the drive-thru, manning the grill, doing everything by herself. I'm like, what an asshole. Yeah, I kept stepping. It got cold that night too. I remember that because I was standing outside smoking. I'm like, damn, it's cold.
A lot of people.
What that?
A lot of people can't handle pressure like that.
She could, but the guy couldn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then, like, it double screws her.
Yeah.
Because of that.
Well, just like any place, especially when I've been in management in the past, and people call out for retarded reasons when they could come in and work. I'm like, listen, when you call out, you screw your crew. You want to know why? Because we don't get anybody to replace you, and the workload stays the same. We don't get less work because you called out, and they don't and nobody ever comes in.
Especially all of a sudden on a Friday or Saturday night when it's going to be slammed.
Yeah, I'm thinking of one guy at AutoZone, and anytime you call anybody, an employee at AutoZone to come in and cover someone's shift, their phone doesn't work that day. Nobody ever answers.
A lot of people do that just in general, especially these days.
Yeah, I did the same thing too. I told my boss one time, he's like, man, I had to work open to close. I'm like, so I do that all the time. He's like, why didn't you answer your phone? I go, I didn't know you called me till like 8:00 that night. I was an hour and a half from St. Louis looking at a property out past my parents' house, and it was total bullshit.
I quit Taco Bell way back in the day because those shenanigans were going on. Because they kept calling me in. And I was like, listen, this is supposed to be my third part-time job, and I wanted like 12 hours out of here, 20 max, and I'm doing 30 to 40 a week on top of my other two jobs. So I was like, frick this. And then I rescinded my notice because someone walked out, quit on the spot. And it's like, okay. I'm like, I'll help you for a week. They're like, oh, you got to pre-put in your notice or whatever. I'm like, okay. Then they blacklisted me when I was looking for part-time work again, but I didn't care.
When
I know I'm supposedly permanent blacklisted, and even the store manager, she was a shift manager there at the time, she's like, I know you left on good terms. She's like, I still can't hire you though.
that's nuts. Oh, that's a PepsiCo thing. If like Pizza Hut, doesn't Pepsi own Taco Bell?
Pepsi, like, yeah, they own Yum Brands. Well, they're part owners.
KFC, Frito-Lay, Lay's.
Yep. Yeah, they own like a lot of companies.
Pizza Hut.
Pepsi's actually bigger than Coca-Cola now.
When I left Pizza Hut, I was a delivery driver when they first started delivering, and I had a manager that hated me. In fact, I had 13 write-ups for 13 verbal warnings for 13 different things, offenses. To get fired from a write-up, you had to get the verbal warning, written verbal warning, then 3 write-ups for the same thing, for the same offense. I had 13 separate verbal warnings, written verbal warnings, but my clutch went out on a delivery, and I didn't have enough money to get it fixed at the time, so I couldn't work. And I walked down the sidewalk and got a job at Radio Shack because I could get a ride back and forth till I had the money to get my car fixed. And they ended whatever kind of termination they put me in, I couldn't get hired there again. Because once I got my car rolling, I wanted to go back, but I wanted to go to a different location where one of my older managers worked that didn't hate me. I'd rub it in that manager's face. I go, you hate me so much. You hate office drivers because we make more money than you. And you're a manager. Because we did. We made drivers smoked what the managers made on pay. Most of the times when tips are involved, that happens if you're a good worker.
Yeah, they must use a pin location because this is the same place I did last time, and now it's saying it's in the building that's high rise, and that can't be right. So I'm hoping that.
Are you out picking something up right now?
No, I'm not working.
Oh, I didn't think so.
No, because I'm talking about tomorrow where this order is going. Because I just looked at it again, and I'm like, they must drop a pin, and it's dropping incorrectly. And it's kind of wonky right there. It's just like on the outer edge of the downtown, the circle there. And
my order today, my EzCater today, it was at the Nestle Purina campus, we'll call it. I didn't see an address on any building, left or right. They have buildings on both sides of the damn road and lots of them. And I was looking for the E building, but I saw this guard shack with an entrance with, the arm that goes up and down. So I pull up there. She says, can I help you? And I said, yes, I'm looking for E building. I have a carrying order to drop off for whatever her name was. And she's like, oh, that's right across the street. I said, okay. And she's like, I'll let you in so you can make a U-turn and come back out. I'm like, okay. So I drive out. I drive straight across the street to that gate, and I look at it, and both the one going in and out, they've got it chained. I'm like, well, shit. So I drive around the block, drive around another block to the other side of the parking lot. I find another entrance, same way. Both gates are chained. So I keep driving. I found this back entrance by a loading zone for one of the buildings, and that one you can get in and out. So I pulled over to the side, got a hold of the customer, and she told me what to do. But she wasn't in that building, so I had to wait for her. It took her like 10 minutes to get down to where I was.
Oh, Lordy.
Another building. So that's honestly what took the longest on my delivery today, was waiting for her. Other than that, I would have had that knocked out in 30 minutes. Maybe less, because that was so cool. Mission Taco had it open. Ready. I'm like, awesome. What the hell is that? What the fuck is on my screen? That's gone. Like my Windows Explorer file thing open somehow.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought brighten up.
Yeah, well, StreamYards. I don't know if you know, I pay for StreamYards now. I pay for the pro level, the $49 a month. I got the best one I could get, but now I pay for it. Now I'm going to start talking to StreamYards somehow and give them some ideas for some fixes to make it better, like night mode. That's one of the top of my list. And when you're driving down the road, doing it on your phone, and you want to flip the camera from front to back, there's 5 buttons you got to push to do that. Whereas any other app I use to stream from, it's one button and it's right there on the main screen with the little arrow going one way and arrow going this way. And you just tap that and boom, it flips the camera. Why can't StreamYard do that? And Dark Mode. That's my two main ones. Those two. And also, if you hit the back button on like an Android, have a pop-up thing saying, "Do you mean to exit the program or whatever?" Because I'll kick myself out of my own damn live stream, and then it ends the stream. I hit my back button instead of the X on whatever it is. Bringing up the chat would be easier too if it was less than more. Yeah, if it was only one button. I'm trying to. It's not so at home. It's not so bad, but when you're driving down the road, some of the functions, it's just too many buttons to push while you're trying to. Well, you're not supposed to be playing with your phone driving down the road in the first place.
Yeah.
SkipCart. I'm actually in the process of getting on SkipCart, but damn it, I'm on so many apps right now.
Yeah, I let that one go. They asked me, "Oh, you haven't been active. Do you want to self-deactivate?" And I let it go back in 2022.
Oh, I don't.
I was busy. I was too busy doing DoorDash and Grubhub at the time. I was
in fact, over here on my other computer, it'll probably get dark here. There it is, right there. I'm trying to figure out what they deliver. Is it just like regular, like say DoorDash, Uber Eats, food orders, Grubhub
they have
orders?
Food orders, but they have miscellaneous stuff too.
Like I see GameStop on here, BJ's, which I don't have here. Carrabba's Italian Grill, we don't have those here anymore. United Supermarkets, I've never heard of. Cheddar's
Pickup only.
Cheddar's Scratch Chicken, I've never heard of. Rubio's Coastal Grill, never heard of it. Smoky Bones, we don't have those anymore. Annie Ann's Pretzels, we have. I know one of those. It's in a mall.
Oh God,
we don't have Albertsons here. We do have Subway. I see Whataburger. We don't have, and we do have 7-Eleven, and that's like it. That's all I see scrolling across their screen. Oh, Hooters. We have those, but I don't do Hooters orders anymore because they do not prioritized. Yeah, they don't like us drivers. They take forever for our food. Applebee's, we have Payway. We don't have Payway. Oh no, we do have Payway here because I saw the catering order from them the other day. I have no idea where they are. I didn't take the order though. I had to cancel it because it conflicted with they pulled it from me. Actually, that was last Thursday. I had a $251 order that was gonna be real tight. Me getting to that Payway pickup right after I dropped that one off. And when it was all said and done, though, I would have been like 30 minutes late. Red Lobster, the Honey Baked Ham Store, we have those. Freebird's World Burrito, never heard of that. Panda Express, we have. What is Freshie? Never heard of that.
Freshie, I think that's Bob
Evans.
Freshie, I think that's Red Robin technically.
Oh, we have Bob Evans, Chevy's. We have. I've done a lot of big catering orders out there.
Bob Evans here is done, and Popeyes is in its place.
Witch Superior Sandwiches, I never heard of it. Pita Pit, haven't heard of it. Bar Louie, they're like going under, I heard. Noodles and Company, we have. Five Guys Burgers and Fries, we have. 54th Street Grill, yeah. I heard some of those are going out of business. That was my favorite restaurant for a while around here.
It got a little tense at my KFC the other day because, like, I'm like, and then
okay, there's enough on there that I could probably get something out of there, but I want catering orders. That's primarily what I want. Yeah, they're just bringing that up here. What's Gig say? Yeah, I thought that went into effect yesterday actually, but I use voice text. I don't know if they count that as the same. I never have my phone in my hand texting while I'm driving down the road. I'd drop the phone if I tried. Now the old school flip phones that I originally learned how to text on, I could text on that holding the phone over to my side, driving down the road, and never look at my phone, and it'd come out perfect. Hitting it however many times each button to get the right letters.
Yeah, just take forever to do a short message.
Well, I mean, texts weren't as long-winded back then, for sure.
You'd be like, yes, no, on the way.
And we didn't have voice to text back then.
I can never get voice to text to work. That's why I do those voice messages. Well, everyone I send them to, well, I can't. It says media not found or whatever. It's always someone on an iPhone.
I
It's
can't
like,
get
God
that.
damn it.
I can't do those voice messages. I think I figured out how to do it on a Messenger, but then it doesn't work. There's a button for it, but it doesn't work.
I don't know. Sometimes like my old AT&T phone, my mic was messed up on it and it wouldn't record my voice unless I had my headphones plugged in. It's really screwy. Messenger wouldn't work for a little while for me either, so
I really wish they
hope
gave me a banger for tomorrow. Damn it, that would make my week so much easier.
I got a good one, so I'm happy. I mean a good one for me. Hang on, let me look at it. I want to not put my foot in my mouth.
Well, a banger to me is like 90 to 100 and up to 200. And then those gollywompers,
Oh, nothing like that.
those are over
Okay.
300. The gollywompers are like 200 and up from there. My best has been that.
26.
What's that?
It's $26. The only thing I don't like about it is it's going downtown and it's got a tight time on it. And if I time those lights wrong, I'm screwed.
Mine's going right by my cash customer's house, and I informed him I will be over there for lunch. So hopefully he wants something. He wanted me to get something from a grocery store tonight, but I told him that CC's Pizza sent me running home so quick I didn't even get to go grocery shopping for myself because I wanted to run in Costco and grab a gallon of milk, a rotisserie chicken, and there was a third item. I can't remember what it was now. Bread. I need bread.
I mean, that's basically the worst possible run I can have is through downtown. But that place always pays good.
I don't like downtown at all. Well, what's good about when I go downtown for any of the catering orders, they're not during rush hour. I'm literally 10 minutes from downtown.
Well, like the pickup's 10:55 and drop off's 11:15. So if I can time it right, if I don't have to wait for the order and they're on top of their game, I can just sneak through there where traffic's not busy yet. Getting out's gonna be the problem. I'll probably just like literally cut across the side street and head straight toward Drum. Because last time I tried to just take orders that looked good on the surface and it took me forever and it screwed me.
My pickup's 11:20, drop off by 11:45. I've only picked up from this restaurant once, and it was quite a bit bigger order that day, and it was they didn't have it ready. It took them about 20-25 minutes. I had to wait there, but they adjust your pay a little bit for that.
You have Tully's or Core Life?
No, we don't have those Tully's. I have heard Rideshare Lisa talking about Tully's. We had a Tully's bar here for years, but that had nothing to do with anything besides their own place. They changed their name to Bar 101 before they closed and moved down to my old neighborhood.
Yeah, we got that's where I get the most frequent EzCaters from is Tully's and Core Life. And as far as like I've been in there for regular food orders and like it was hit or miss, and usually they were very, very slow at they got new management though. I think that's why they changed their game. And I asked them how long they've been there. They're like, "Oh, we've been here less than a year." I'm like, "It's been all new management then," because I know the old management would make it. They'd tell us the Karen answer, 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. That's the worst thing you can tell me. That'll make me so mad if you say 5 minutes.
Yeah, I got a $20.77 tip and a $10 base pay for that order tomorrow. Now, they may send me something in the morning too.
Like that's where with the KFC the other day, I was kind of had a tense moment with them. I'm like, listen, I'm not one of these rude drivers. I just want to know because I have other orders I can go grab, and I can come back. And by the time I came back to the KFC, they had their it wasn't an 8-piece. It was like one of the in-between ones. But like they had to recook all that from fresh because they were completely out. So I was like, boom, perfect.
There's a car dealership that gets food delivered every Saturday. I've done 2 deliveries there, and that's it. I don't know who's been taking them or who they've been sending them to, but I wish I could get more of those. I might text them and say, hey, give me these Chevy dealer orders. It's 65. It was like $65 on a Saturday. I hardly ever get anything on a Saturday. In fact, I'll see more catering orders on Sundays than I do on Saturday, which makes no damn sense. But that's just that's the way it works. That's just what I see, though. I think those Emerald Elite Club people are snagging the orders between 7:30 and 8. Oh, Bud Soda's gone. Yeah, I know my buddy Mike that does the ride shares here in St. Louis was telling me about the no texting and driving thing. But my phones are always in the mounts. I don't hardly ever touch that one that's hanging from my mirror.
I got kicked. Sorry.
Oh. Yeah, my phone that hangs from the mirror, I hardly ever touch. And I only mess with the one that's right there next to my steering wheel, right where I drive. And, well, I like the live stream from that one that's up higher because I don't like looking down at everybody. If you watch somebody that has their phone down lower, it's like they're looking down at you. You're like, it makes me look like I got a bigger double chin than I do. And yeah, I don't need you looking up my nose.
A lot of people have to do that because they constantly have it on the vent on the AC.
And yeah, everybody talks about it, especially it's like in much cooler states than mine. They're like, my phone's overheating. My phone, and I've live streamed for 13 and a half hours straight with it hanging from my mirror without ever putting it on a vent. Nothing. I noticed it's a little warm.
In the truck, I didn't have as many problems. I think it's just because there's more circulation versus the car. Like, this thing overheats so quick now.
I have nothing blowing on that phone. It just hangs there. I got all the vents blowing on me. Damn it. That's where the cold air needs to go on me. I'm the pilot.
I'm saying, like, how it circulates. That's what the difference is. There's actual, in a truck cab, there's actual circulation versus the car. The way it's set up so tight right there, it doesn't get circulation of the cool air.
My far left vent now blows on my left knee because it keeps getting hot in the sun. That's why my left knee's got a tan. The rest of the leg's not. I look like a vampire. Except my left arm and my left knee.
Oh, Lordy.
Got that delivery driver tan that back when I was younger, my left arm used to be so dark compared to my right arm when I delivered a lot. Years and years and years ago. Oh, I started telling people now instead of telling them, what do you do for a living? I deliver shit. Like what? I go, whatever pays the best. I just tell them I'm a courier now. I do courier work. Oh, okay. They understand that. When you're trying to explain, I can't believe how hard it is to explain how the gig economy works to people. Some people are getting it now. They're like, oh, you're probably doing pretty good. But most people aren't like that. I'm like, yeah, I do all right.
I think this is the most chill conversation I've had in 2 weeks.
well,
because everyone else is like freaking out, and it's like if you guys spent as much time trying to figure out something that works better for you, like you and I do, maybe you'd make a lot more money, and you wouldn't like.
Well,
you freaking out about
one of the big things that makes this my stream chill, because I'm not bitching about DoorDash because I don't use it. It's
not even that. That's kind of part of it. But I'm saying
everybody
we go and figure
that app.
But we go and figure out other things to do.
Right. Well, yeah. You should know by now. If something stops working for me, I never have all the eggs in one basket. I move on and I'll make something else work. But
you go try a different area. You go try different apps over in different spot.
I don't want to work. But I don't want to have 13 apps on at the same time. I like to get anywhere from 1 to 3 to 4 to make my money without having to use them all, and getting a little here, a little there, and got money coming from everywhere to go to my bank, or I got to transfer. Oh man.
Yeah, you'll shift around though as needed. You won't have them all on at once. You're not crazy like me in that aspect because it's just too much for you.
Well, like the shopping war I got in, that got me to fire Instacart back up. And I hadn't used Instacart since last year. And I'll be damned if I didn't start seeing some decent orders on Instacart pretty much right away. I'm like, I'll be damned. They're starting to give me some orders again.
I probably just gotta wait till wintertime, and all these couples will be like, too shitty out, it's too cold, you know.
Oh, I like the cold.
You just gotta wait for your competition to kind of weigh themselves, wean themselves out sometimes.
Puss out, tap out, whatever you want to call it.
Every October, I noticed it picked right back up for me.
My heater in my truck kicks ass, and when I get a cargo van, I'm gonna put the divider behind the two seats. But I want to give myself a little room, so I gotta have like a back seat area to throw shit. So I'm gonna have a little room back there for that. But when I run the AC in the summer or the heat in the winter, I'm just literally heating and cooling the cab, not the whole damn van. Unless I find a conversion van that has a front and rear AC. I found a couple of those. But you just take the seats out and you got a cargo van. It just has more comfy seats, those captain's chairs.
Have you thought about like what am I thinking of? Like an actual minivan or like
no, because there's so many
mid-size
apps.
SUV.
A lot of the apps, some of these the last miler apps, some of them even state a minivan is not a cargo van. That is not safe. Even if you gut it, it still doesn't have the right room. I've thought about like the smaller Ford Transit Connects or the Chevy City Express. But I don't know I got to find out the dimensions. How the height.
I know from the order it was like feed and chicken wire, because like I said, the tallest thing was 6 foot. So it was like garden fence or chicken fence, and they had it as trailer required on. It's the first time I've ever seen trailer required on roadie, and I see mower stuff put up, and it doesn't say trailer required.
I saw one that it didn't say trailer required, but you needed one because it was a giant freaking 300-pound chicken coop.
They do the dog houses. They do like the dog houses here.
I've seen I scan around the map on roadie every once in a while, and some of those farm supply, I think it's farm supply, something like that. Some of those orders, those are actually pretty good, but they're so damn far from me. There's one down around Nashville I found some really good orders on, but that's way too far for me to drive.
That's what I'm saying. Is
sent me an offer today for $211 to go to a Home Depot, then I guess drive one of their vehicles down to Little Rock, Arkansas, and then for whatever reason I had to drive all the way back up here, up north to another Home Depot to find. I think it said the lead driver or chase driver or something like that, and then go back to where my truck was at a different Home Depot. That didn't make sense, but it was like I figured it out to be a 12-hour trip. It would have ended up paying like $17.63 an hour.
You'd be driving like that rental box truck thing they got, and then someone's chasing you, and then you ride back with him to go back home. Yeah,
but I didn't understand going out to a different Home Depot where my vehicle's not at, or I'm driving a different Home Depot truck back up to that Home Depot, and then the chase driver.
Someone's chasing you, and then takes you back over. Maybe
more than likely, it wouldn't have been a chase vehicle. It probably would have been an Uber. Uber's probably cheaper for them than paying somebody. But I'm reluctant now on these driver offers because I got one I think last week, and I was on Red's live stream. I think it was Cody got the same offer on driver, and mine came in. I don't know the exact amount, but it was around $211. He had the exact same offer for $436. And I'm like, really? I mean, it wasn't worth it at $211 or $436. I think it was like $225 or $224. It came in on mine. But either one, it wasn't worth it.
I was gonna get another new pair of glasses, go get my med cert and my med card, DOT med card, not med cert, and then I could drive those box trucks around. basically they can keep you super busy if you're willing to do that. They can manually assign you. I could have hooked up with the other Josh doing that at the time, but I never did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my 305.
I've just not seen anything paying good enough on Draver, not yet.
I'm not really supposed to publicly discuss that, but I think about half everyone knows now.
Oh.
At least in this circle.
Yeah.
It's not
a lot of people on my
not
stream.
like there's 800 people watching this stream.
No, but there's a lot of people on here that don't know who Josh Y is.
Yeah.
Me, you, and Lisa's probably it, unless Josh B's still in the background.
Well, I'm not gonna discuss anymore because any more details is bad. All I know is he's working on he wants to do food app. Basically, he's trying to develop one for down there.
Well, and a rideshare app.
And a rideshare. Yeah, he wants to do rideshare and food delivery. So basically, he says it's like kind of like DoorDash and Uber combined.
Oh, Jason's still on there. Yeah, you've been on there. You've been on the Discord. Yeah, we talk about a lot of shit, guys, on that Discord when we're on there. We talk a lot about stupid shit too, but we do talk a lot of app stuff, different apps. Like this girl, Side Hustle 247, that jumps on there. She's in New York City area. She's the one that turned me on to Synpex, and I had no idea Lisa had been on there a year and just got her first order ever last week. But I've had 2 offers on it. My first day, I was on it today. I finished setting it up last night with my banking information and all that. No, you got to come on the Discord, man. Well, I'm going to start. I don't know how I can promote it in the day to get you guys to know that I'm going to be. I'll open the voice chat on my Discord instead of Rideshare Lisa's. You just got to get on Discord. I got the link in the community tabs. Or in my community tab, there's a link to my Discord.
You got to start messaging a couple people, and then people kind of start getting familiar with the times you're on.
Well, there's a lot of people that don't even know what Discord is. That's a problem too. But it's just an easy app. You download it into your phone. If you hit the invite link, it'll probably take you to your Play Store or Apple apps, whatever the hell it's called on Apple. The App Store on Apple. I don't know.
I think it's literally called the App Store.
For God's sake.
Oh God, that guy.
I love that guy. I got a notification sound in here for him. That's exactly what it says. What? No way. Fuck's sake. All right, let's go. Let me here. I'll make it easier for you. I'll drop a link in the chat. I got to open my Discord on here because I keep it completely shut down. Otherwise, I hear fucking notification sounds.
I think Jason's a DFAM OG, if I remember correctly.
What is this DFAM?
UDM.
Okay, because no, Jason. I don't even know if Jason knows who UDM is. You keep saying DFAM, and I'm like, what is that? Dasher family? I don't know what the hell that means.
Driver family, basically, yeah.
Well, I came up with that. At first, I was thinking
no one understands what you go through except another driver just like you, and that's where DFAM came from.
That's a link to my
family
Discord.
Of drivers helping each other.
If you don't have Discord in your phone, that should it should take you right to the App Store. Okay, Jason does know who UDM is. Even UDM's impressed with the size orders I've been getting.
Those stats. You got a pickup truck, I think, and a lot of catering bags, and you have a cart too, right?
I've got a wagon.
That's why you're getting all them. You have to have that. You have to have all that stuff.
Well, the fact is, they know I have 7 of their bags. That's what I was trying to tell Lisa today. She's like, I don't need more bags. I'm like, you don't understand what I'm trying to say. They'll know you have 7 or whatever. They know you have this many of their bags.
Apparently, they put it in like 100 times that I have like 4 catering bags and 3 large pizza bags.
I told them in the beginning I have
extra.
Even when you're in the noob status, they kept sending me over probably the first 20 orders. I didn't even need bags for. They kept sending me those orders where you don't even need bags. And I text them pictures of everything I had, my wagon, everything. And they're like, hey, yeah, whatever. And it wasn't until I started, I got the 2 bags free from them. I ordered 3 bags, and at the same time, I got 2 more bags. So they know I have 7 of their bags plus everything else. And now they offer me, I passed another milestone, I can get a $10 discount off their flatbed trailer and get it for $45, which I might order it, even though Harbor Freight has one almost identical for $35.
Speaking of Track Supply, that order the other day, like I went in and tried to like force it through, see if I could like kind of just say, hey, I have everything, even though I didn't. And it's like, no, it wants a picture of your truck attached to the trailer. And I'm like,
oh.
So I couldn't cheat it.
Well, like this one, the green screen one I told Jason to get on, I actually contacted him and got him a hookup for his market. He's just got to use my name as a referral, and he'll get right in. No waiting list. For no waiting list for Jason.
Oh, delivery fam. Maybe it was Lisa. I can't. You're more of an OG than I am with UDM. You've been over there longer than me. I think you are right, Lisa. It's delivery fam. Sorry.
But Jason has a Mitsubishi Outlander SUV. But I told him his dad's got a cargo van, a Chevy Express, for a locksmith his locksmith company or whatever. I told him, don't put on there that you have a Mitsubishi Outlander. Put on there you have a cargo van. Because if he gets a big enough order, his dad will let him use that van, I'm sure. I think he actually texted me that today too.
Yeah, you don't want to put your smallest vehicle. You want to put your biggest vehicle.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't. Definitely
you have
doesn't
an actual full-size van that's not a freaking passenger van. You want?
Right, he definitely doesn't want to use the Nissan Sentra that he bought from me. He don't want to be getting those orders like I'm taking tomorrow that are only paying $30. But I'm just trying to figure out why I'm seeing things that other drivers that's been doing this, especially like UDM, that's literally kind of in tight with those people pretty good, and he's not seeing those kind of orders.
He doesn't have a big enough vehicle. And trust me, he's taken. He did that Krispy Kreme that was just crammed his stuff right full.
Well, the amount of space I actually use in the bed of my truck is probably about what's available in the back of Jason's Outlander or Lisa's Forester, because I don't use my full bed. I got those big black totes with the yellow lids. I got 2 of those way up there, and I did take out 2 fishing poles and 4 2x2 boards I had back there on the left side today. I'm starting to thin it out. I want to get it pretty empty.
Are you going to get those lifts for your bed cover or no?
No, not right away. I want to get a cargo van. I decided, yeah, definitely, because it's going to be the problem with those lifts. If I get something in there and it doesn't close, it won't go back down all the way because it's just too high for that. And I'm driving on the highway and it starts to rain or whatever. Then it's exposed to the elements.
I mean,
so
5-gallon paint, that's not a big deal, but if it's anything else, yeah.
But air conditioner equipment like today, that's what one of them was air conditioner stuff that wouldn't fit in my truck because the damn pallet was too high. 4 foot's too high. I'm going to go remeasure that because it just looks like it's about 4 foot. Like I got almost 4 foot clearance. I'm going to measure it again. I may have been just hot that day because it was hot outside when I measured that. That was the day that $1,250 order going to Plano, Texas slipped through my fingers because, I was in the middle of a drop off on another one and I didn't think it was high enough. The price wasn't high enough to get me to drive to Plano, Texas with no guarantee of getting anything to get me back. And I don't know what's in Plano, Texas either, damn it. So I don't even know if I can hang out down there. I'd probably eat some barbecue or something. I've never been to Texas for real Texan barbecue.
That's what I was going to ask. That other barbecue place you're picking up from, is that a KC style or?
I don't even know. It's named Naven after like a Steve Martin movie, The Jerk, I think. Because I'm like, I know that name. And then I saw pictures of Steve Martin on the wall in there when I was picking up the last one I was in there. And I'm like, I don't know if it's his first name, his last name, but I think it's from the movie The Jerk. I'll try and remember and look at that poster again tomorrow. Maybe snap a picture of it. The submarine equipment? What are you talking about? But I still want those linear actuators that Topper Easy Lift. I still want that for my truck. Just I have to get, or if not this truck, the next truck, because I think it looked cool like a transformer. More than me, sir. Because by that time I want to use my truck for more of my other YouTube channel that I'm going to be developing.
You're doing reviews, right?
The reviews, and then I still have that Outdoor Eats channel that I've never done anything with because it got freaking hot outside. Oh, it's down by Dallas. I have no idea. I didn't look it up on the map. I barely had a signal where I was when I dropped that damn order off. And then I'm trying. As soon as it hit $1,250, though, somebody snagged it. I didn't even have a chance to think about it any longer. I'm like, son of a bitch.
I'm really shocked you guys don't have some kind of local or regional app over there that's doing something for delivery.
Well, we may, but I haven't been able to find it yet. But then again, I couldn't even find Pedro on YouTube. Jonathan K found him in Miami. That's how I found out about Pedro. And hell, he lived 4 minutes away from me.
The algorithm works weird like that. I found Pedro before you too.
I looked for gig workers in St. Louis. I literally searched YouTube, found nothing. I didn't find Dash Trader, didn't find Pedro.
I found Bentley Coop.
Never
I think about everybody.
I've never watched the video.
I think. Well, like if you look up DoorDash tips and tricks, it used to be like he always used to be the top. Like well, that was 2 years ago, mind you.
That's something else. I was doing my searches by.
Oh, got some?
Nah, it's a phone call. I was doing my searches by gig work, not by the actual app. And
yeah. Okay.
I definitely wasn't looking to learn how to do DoorDash, even back then. I mean, I got on DoorDash right out of the gate, but I think it was like the tail end of my first week doing Uber Eats. For whatever, something happened with Uber Eats, and something happened with Uber Eats, and I flipped on DoorDash, and I took one order from Salt and Smoke Barbecue for like 3 miles. I paid $5.79. I was stupid. I would never take that. Never take that now. Not even.
Yeah, we all had to learn. I used to be stupid enough. I used to be dumb, and I'd take $2 add-ons going to the same building because people used to cash tip, but then kind of at some point people stopped doing cash tip. They're like, no more, done. And like, because I ran into my first like Karen experience doing that.
Well, that was the very first time I used the DoorDash app, and it was the very first time it pissed me off because you want to know why? I didn't know how to end my dash because right after I got that order, my Uber Eats lit up. It was like the app went down for like an hour, and I'm like, damn, I need deliveries. Let me flip on this DoorDash, and I got one right away, and I was right by the restaurant, and it wasn't going far. But it was only paying $5.79, so I realized right away that these Uber Eats orders paid better than the DoorDash. But then I couldn't. So I just shut the app down. I was like, I just closed it.
I'll say, even with my level, I'd say, yeah, I can get bigger bangers on Uber Eats or Grubhub, but the volume's not there. Like,
no, DoorDash is way busier here. But
I get more decent paying offers off DoorDash versus what they'll try to throw at me at Uber. Here, go all the way to the city and back for $4. Here, here's $4 for 10 miles or something crazy. Here's a $3.50 add-on. It's like, I only do those if the drop-off's like literally really close.
There was a night out there by that McDonald's that was kicking ass on Ubers. That night, there's a Papa John's right across the street from the Cloverleaf Bar where I go. I got in a pocket, a DoorDash pocket there one night, and Uber Eats wasn't doing that good that day for me. So all of a sudden, DoorDash was giving me better orders. I couldn't believe it, and I ended up doing $151 on DoorDash. I like, I'll be damned. DoorDash is going to beat Uber Eats for the very first time. Nope, Uber Eats came around in the end, and I did 174 on Uber Eats and only 151 on DoorDash. But I did like 80 something dollars out of that Papa John's in like 2 hours. I don't even think it was 2 hours. I mean, I was every time I kept getting the add-ons for more pizzas or more orders out of the same place. I was right there, and they were all going right down the street, just like that McDonald's was that night.
I say the best orders I get on Grubhub are always the Chinese restaurants. But I get a lot of decent McDonald's. I get a lot of decent McDonald's.
I can't really say much bad or good about Grubhub because I really never gave it a good enough test drive, and they deactivated me, so I can't even try it now. That's why I just started trying to use it again because Ceci up there in the Bronx, that's all she does, and other people are saying give it a try. So I was, and I wasn't getting anything. And then like 3 days later, I was deactivated. I'm like, oh shit! I just now tried to experiment with it again.
For inactivity or
yeah. Well, that section 402 or whatever the email said.
Yeah, because you weren't very. Okay, yeah, because you weren't very active then. Okay.
Yeah, I wasn't active at all. But everybody's saying they're getting deactivated for inactivity, and I'm like, shit! I haven't used it in over a year. I still can log on right now, and I proved it. Rod's out there live streaming. I'm like, look, here it is.
And then 3 days later.
I also never had to schedule blocks on it or anything.
I think it's because you turned it on.
Yeah,
you turned it on and didn't take an order, and
that could, because all I did was declined. I think they get a little
basically what I saw when I was there was I'd always be in the middle of another order. Is when they'd send me an order, and then it'd be like just above $1 a month. So basically, if you want to like keep busy kind of thing, I wouldn't do that in the truck.
I got to text Mike because he called me. That's my buddy Mike that does ride shares. And I just declined his calls twice. Where the hell is he on my phone? I texted him earlier.
You hit phone, you hit send message.
He should be right here. There he is. I just scrolled by him like 4 times. I'm running a live stream from my house right now.
He doesn't watch your YouTube?
Only if he's at home.
Okay.
He doesn't watch YouTube on his phone at all. I don't much either. I do it on a tablet, but the damn phones are just too small. That's why I'm not on a whole lot of live streams when I'm out driving around.
I more listen than watch, obviously.
Yeah. Okay, at least I had to acknowledge that I at least heard his call. He hung up the second time, though, before I could decline it. So I guess he figured it out. Or for whatever reason.
Hopefully, we get good here. Hopefully, you can figure out a pattern and start making some real money.
Well, I'm hoping when
you probably. What's the average payout you're seeing on Curry, anyway?
Not that high, unless they're those like ridiculous ones going to like freaking Utah or Plano, Texas, or whatever. Those they look good, but when you really break it down, that one that came in for $2,800 or $2,891.11 or something like that. But I never heard it. I never saw it. I was 28 minutes late for it because it was already taken at that price, and I don't know how many times it bumped up in price to get that high, and I really don't even remember what the cargo was. I don't even know if it would have fit in my truck. But I remember saying, by God, I would have made it fit somehow. Because I could have actually profited on that. I figured it'd take me about 3 days round trip. And that's, I figured $400 on fuel and like $200 on hotel rooms. I'm cheap. I wouldn't have been spending $100. And that's just like, I don't like sleeping in my truck.
You can get Airbnbs last minute, and they're kind of like tiny efficiency apartments. Might not be the greatest in the world, but they're clean. That's what we found in Philly. And we tried going directly through that company, and then like going directly through that company was actually more expensive than doing it through Airbnb because they don't tell you until you get the checkout and it's already too late. You already reserved it, and you have to do it or pay some kind of cancellation fee.
I've been checking out rates.
They add on like a bunch of different fees to it. It's like, what the hell?
I've been checking out rates on that Hopper app, If you plan something out a little further in advance on that Hopper app and book it, then you get some pretty good rates. Like the airfare when I first found out about Denver, the Denver gig con, I checked out airfare on the round trip on Hopper. It was like $174. It was like cheaper to fly to Denver than it was to fly to Nashville.
God damn, that is cheap.
I was just checking different places out, like Tulsa, where Jason lives. I checked out rates to there. Besides Alaska, that was the most expensive airfare I found, was to fly from here to Tulsa. No, Miami was kind of expensive too.
So
not as expensive as Alaska. I got a buddy that lives up in Juneau, and my buddy Gene was his family vacation. They were going to be up in Alaska. Because he's in his 30s now, and his sisters are older, but they still go on a family vacation. But they go to like elaborate places, like Egypt last year. They were there for 2 weeks. My God, they had something going on every single day to where they should have all taken a week off when they got back home to relax and unwind. His mother has some kind of travel agency, so she can really book a good event. But this time they went on an Alaskan cruise. It was kind of mellow for them, really. Like they went to Madagascar a couple of years ago. Apparently, sea lions just plop out and take naps wherever they want down there. I got most of the pictures I saw, there were sea lions somewhere in the background or right there. They were taking pictures of them. But I was trying to get up there at the same time they were going to be in Juneau, but it was going to cost me way too much money. So I'm like, nope, can't do it.
So if you do Airbnb, one thing, you can find some cheap deals last minute, but one thing, message those people before you reserve.
Oh, I'd probably go on Hopper and just get a Fleabag motel, whatever, as cheap as I can find.
Well, the Airbnbs tend to be nicer than like the crappy hotels. Like when I was in Albany, holy crap, where the hotels.
Oh, I'd plan on taking blankets with me. If I go to a place like that, I don't use their blankets. I throw a blanket over the bed, lay on that, and have another blanket to cover up with, and have my own pillows. If I travel for something like that, yeah, because they don't wash all that shit. They may wash they don't wash the comforter, the top thing. I don't trust those. I don't want to go in there with one of those CSI lights to see all the evidence all splattered all over the place, if you know what I mean. I don't even want to know about that. I'd rather just throw a sheet over it and not even touch that shit, not use their pillows, nothing. No bed bugs.
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. You run a high risk of the nasty bugs.
Oh, I thought Jason touched me.
Oh crap!
I keep flipping over to the green screen, by the way. If you notice, if it gets dark on my end, because sometimes they've popped up later.
Yeah.
You also can look at that sometimes at like 6 o'clock in the morning, and you'll see and I'm saying like right at 6.
Oh, I had an EzCater come in at freaking 10 a.m. and then it was like 11:30. Here, go pick it up in an hour and a half.
Oh, they sent me one yesterday morning at 8:05, and pickup was like 10 something, and I was taking the day off. I would probably, unless it was paying a whole lot, I wasn't doing anything. It was paying $20. So see, I still get the crappy offers, but I mean, at $20, I really can't do them. And that one, I had to go downtown to pick it up, and I forgot where it was going. But no way was that worth me jumping out of bed and getting ready that quick? Because I was pretty damn asleep. I stayed up the night before till 5 o'clock watching Stargate Atlantis.
What I had them do was, it was both the same restaurant, so I called them ahead of time, and this is like the first time I did it. I'm like, hey, can you purposefully delay that one by 15 minutes, and then this other one, can you have around relatively within a 10-minute window of that? Because I have to take both, and if I don't get it by at least 10 minutes after that, I'm going to be late on the first one. They're like, okay. And they had it done, like, perfect. And I got there, like, right on time.
Yeah, I've asked them if they can push a time back on one. And actually, it was the first banger, the first Gollywomper they ever sent me. Because I had an order booked for like $75.50, and then they text me that morning to see if I'd like to swap that for a better paying one, and the better paying one was actually about a third of the mileage too. So and it put me in a good spot, whereas the 7550 one was going to put me way the hell up north where I never work. Bridgeton, Florissant area, Gig Show and Night Watch around here knows where that is because Gig Show works up that way. But yeah, and then they told me the price, $314. I'm like, oh fuck, I couldn't hit accept fast enough. Cause you get that text later. I'm like, holy shit. I had to, I was like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, that's what it says. Holy shit. I couldn't believe it. That was my first golly whopper.
That's one of the things too. If I got something far out and the time's flexible, like I've done that already. Like if it's flexible enough. I had one where there was a Subway and I was gonna basically be very late to pick up, but the window to deliver it was huge.
Oh, I don't know.
I guess the customer decided last minute to do like within the last 3 hours, and they put it in that morning, mind you. I got it at like 8:30 in the morning on my phone. It was on Para. I saw it come up, and by the time we were done debating back and forth over it, I'm like, listen, I'm like, they're just gonna throw it in a cooler because it's just subs. It's Subway. I'm like, I'll be there late, but the drop off will be right on time. And he's like, all right, just go ahead and do it. And he was about to go assign it to me, and the customer canceled it. Like, God.
I don't know if you heard, when I got to Chevy's last Wednesday to pick up that $305 order, this girl in an SUV was blocking right where I typically back up to, and she was parked in a weird way to where I couldn't back up right there. She was also there to pick up that order. They scheduled 2 drivers. They booked 2 drivers to pick that up. And she knew about it, but I didn't. I went back and double checked. Nothing that they sent me said anything about there being 2 drivers. And I was worried about splitting the money. I mean, even splitting it still would have been good pay, but it would have been a big letdown. And what killed me was she got an offer to help with an order of that size. She had no hot bags, no catering bags, not a one. She didn't have any. I'm like, how would she even get that with no catering bags? And I was actually going to let them know about that. I'm like, please, if you ever team me up with somebody again, make sure they have catering bags. But
she must have been secondary and new on the app.
Once I think she's been doing it longer than me, and she says she takes no orders under $50. So I don't know what she was getting paid, and I didn't tell her what I was getting paid. But when my pay came through, I got the full $304.50 is what I actually paid. I'm like, all right, I won't dime her out now. I had one of my drivers.
He says he hates using bags because he hates like getting it in and out and lugging around a bag. But I'm like, nope, you're gonna use it. You're gonna look professional.
Those bags you get from them, they're not that great. They do help a little. They help keep the heat in a little bit, but you look better with them.
Yeah, a lot of it is aesthetic. But these bags they got are like the Grubhub ones. They're foam insulated. They're really nice.
Like she had shit packed in raggedy old fucking restaurant boxes, That was what was coming out of her vehicle. And she had already started loading the order before I got there because I ran into construction traffic. I still got there on time, but I didn't get there my normal 10, 15 minutes early.
Well,
which kind of pissed me off.
That's why I just spent $140 freaking dollars on getting new bags.
Yeah, I highly recommend buying those shitty bags through them. Even if you, like I told Lisa, buy them, put them in the bottom of your closet, in the back left corner where you don't have anything, and forget about them if you don't need them.
A couple flat for extras when you have too many. Yeah.
Right. I mean, yeah, they fold up real flat because she's got like 9 bags already, and she's still in the chat. She knows I had to get loud earlier today with her. I'm like, you're not listening. I don't care if you use them or not. Sell them to somebody on Marketplace. Sell them to another driver in your market. I don't care. They just need to, you don't even need to ever use them. They just need to know that you have them.
Grubhub brought their prices in their store, and if you buy their bags, and now it's like everyone wants $1 million for most of the used ones.
Lisa got some new ones. I think she paid $30 a piece for them. They're nicer, lot nicer. But
I'm supposed to be having I did buy one. It has it's supposed to be set up to where you can put drink carriers in it, but it's like really square to where you can kind of put pizzas or trays or whatever in it too.
Can you stand on it? Like, will it stand?
No,
Up?
it's not hard.
It's not that one.
No.
Jonathan K got one of those where you could actually. I wouldn't stand on it, but they show a guy on the Amazon listing for it that somebody's standing on it.
I could have grabbed the backpack one, but the backpack bags for any of the apps are stupid expensive. That one was a good deal, but it was still $50. I was like, ew. $50 plus $10 shipping, so $60.
My pizza bag's really good. I mean, it keeps shit really damn hot in there, and they've got the same brand out at Restaurant Depot. They've got the backpack one. It's a big square cube, so you can probably put more pizzas in it than mine, but I don't know if you can get as wide as mine will go, because I can put 21-inch box in mine and 2 or 3 high on that. If they're just your standard large pizza, like 16-inch or whatever, I can get them like 5 high in there, maybe 6. I don't know. Because I used to pack 2 different fucking Papa John's orders in there at a time.
I bought the Grubhub ones again because they like the boxes from Core Life and Red Robin are the exact size of that one.
They still send me emails like I can still do deliveries for them. I wonder if I can get on their store and check out their shit. I'm sure I can get on there and check it out. I just don't know if they'll let me buy it. I didn't know they had a store. I didn't know they had a merch store.
You don't have to be on the app.
Okay.
Yeah. Grubhub, just Google Grubhub Shop or Grubhub Goods.
Merch.
Not Grubhub Goods.
Is that what it's called? Because I know Uber Eats. I just look up Uber Eats merch.
I think it's just Grubhub Shop.
Because I like those the food bags I get from Uber Eats. Now I ordered something different. They get a pretty good deal on their bags. But you said you have plenty, but maybe if they have a sale. I mean, I've not done a huge pizza order, and if the boxes are too big, they're not going to fit in my catering bags. Well, I like to keep the cardboard. Chevy's gives you one of the orders I got there, they packed all the half pans in these big cardboard boxes made for their catering orders. Well, I didn't give the customer those boxes. I kept them and I cut the top off, and they fit down perfectly in my catering bags, and you can fit 2 half pans or a full pan in there, and they work great, and they keep it up. But now lately, these like Red Robins, the Smash Burger I did the other day, and Mission Taco, they got these rectangular boxes that fit just barely inside the catering bags, and you can only stack 3 high, and you can barely get the zipper. You really can't get the zipper shut right. You can't put much pressure on those zippers. They break real easy.
Yes, they do. DoorDash is actually most likely to shut down. The other apps kind of push the issue, especially Instacart.
Hey, Sassy, what's happening?
Like, I was seeing screenshots. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I know with,
what's up, Sassy?
like up here with, we don't have hurricanes in St. Louis, but we have snow. And DoorDash will shut down before Uber Eats. Uber Eats are knuckleheads. And I'm sitting there, they're questioning me that all these restaurants are closed. We're getting a lot of calls for restaurants being closed in your area. And I'm like, well, yeah, we're in a winter storm right now. All the restaurants are closed, but the orders keep coming in. And have you checked the drive-thru? Yes, I'm parked in front of it, you jackass. Cancel my order. Give me my money. And then I got to call and verify.
That's the freaking thing on DoorDash is they tighten down that algorithm, and I'm afraid to do something like that now.
Well, they changed on Uber Eats. You can text chat that in now, and it's hit or miss because sometimes it cancels it right away. You get your $3. And
I get the premium support because I'm Diamond, so
pretty
much every agent I get, I caught one slipping up saying DoorDash the other day. So they do both. Those are the better agents though, because they get it.
But people say, what do you get on that diamond level or whatever on Uber Eats? I go, well, the best perk is they claim you get priority status on diamond status on support calls. That's all
I'll say that about Top Dasher too. That is a freaking nice perk. You got some support agent. 90% of the time you call in, you get in quicker, and then they know how to resolve the problem. Like, they don't frick around.
If I want to do a bunch of food orders once it picks up after the summer slowdown's gone, I can be back up on Diamond on Uber Eats in probably a week. I'll take enough deliveries. Especially there for a while, man. They were running those quest bonuses every freaking night except like Monday. Like Tuesday through Sunday, there were quest bonuses going earlier this spring for like over a month straight. Whereas I'm talking to people in other markets and they don't have any. And I'm like, well, they're doing it every freaking night. Like Howie that leads up in the Columbus market, Ohio, and he wasn't getting them. And JK wasn't getting them in Miami. And I'm like, fuck, it's every night here.
I'm gonna be interested because of that stupid tier system. What UDM does once he gets to 100. Once he gets to 100, he's gonna become a cherry picker again, and see how much of good stuff they throw at him. Because right now it seems like the first thing they throw at him is like a double no tip, and he's working a zone that has peak on purpose.
You talking 100 orders or 100%?
100% AR.
Would you believe I'm at 39%?
I remember you were trying to earn my time to grind it up for a little bit.
Yep, and you know how I got the 39%? I didn't use the glitch. Not exactly.
I didn't even understand how to do it, but I guess Dashing Trader made a video and he completely explained how to do it.
Oh, did he really? Is it still up?
Oh, yeah.
It's up. Wow. Because anybody that's kind of said anything about the glitch, it seems like everybody deleted their videos. I don't care. You know, I hate DoorDash. But
well, they're patching it slowly, area by area anyway. I've already seen people bitching all over Facebook. I can't use the glitch anymore.
I wasn't using it right, but whatever I was doing, I wasn't declining the orders. I just let them expire. But if it was something I didn't want, I just let the time tick out. But I jumped over to another app while it ticked out. I waited to get the text telling me they paused me. I go back, resume it, and it wasn't making my AR go up, but my AR wasn't going down.
Yeah.
So that helped out. But when I took an order, my AR would go up. So I mean that was a big boost right there, or a big helper. Because
that's where I don't.
4%.
That's where I don't understand, because they were like, oh well, we are doing this and that and the other thing. It's like they're getting the AR up and not taking the orders at the same time. Well, I'm done talking about that. Because I want to go on, because I'm just gonna get mad.
I'm not gonna get mad. Nobody's even came after me about that glitch shit. Everybody knows I hate DoorDash.
Well,
hey,
I'm not believed, because everyone
for the hurricane.
Huh?
I figure you're the best one to ask. Hang on. Let me hit send. My voice text was still going. I was texting JK. Since he's in Miami, he's the best one to talk about apps getting shut down for hurricanes. I just know snowstorms.
I know UDM talked about it, and he said he was out there, and like it was up to basically waist high water in some spots, and he was still out there delivering because it was paying so stupid.
Get a boat, man. Get a John boat. That's all you need. Down at Domino's, down at our if you're ever in Missouri and you hear somebody saying they're going to the lake, that's the Lake of the Ozarks. But in Missouri talk, we're just going to the lake. Even though there's multiple lakes in Missouri, but when they say the lake, they mean Lake of the Ozarks. Domino's used to have boats that deliver Domino's pizzas down there. Back, Jesus, 30 years ago. But they would deliver all over the lake via boats. That had to be expensive, because I'm sure they fueled up down there. Well, they're Domino's, but it wasn't personal drivers. I mean, it wasn't your own boat. You used their boat. They probably had their own gas pump. A lot of people do that. They get like a 500-gallon tank on the top of at their house with a hose that runs down to their dock, and they have that 500 gas truck comes out and fills them up, and then you fill your tank up on your boat right there. But some of those gas tanks are over 100 gallons. So I mean,
these days that stuff would be stolen in 5 minutes.
Oh yeah. Well, this girl. The reason I know this girl, her parents would come down every week, and they had a big ass boat. And but in the week, I slept in their boat a few times. It had AC. It was comfy. It was a 42-foot Sea Ray, man. What up, JK? But with like a twin or tri 454 Mare Cruisers on it, that boat was badass. But I was filling my own gas tank up on my car from theirs. I had to fill up a gas can down at the dock and go up and put it in my car because I couldn't drive all the way down to the dock.
You out working, JK or Jonathan? Or are you staying in? I gotta get some sleep here soon. I'll stay on for 10 more minutes.
Oh shit! I'll get off here in a minute then because I was gonna run it till 10 o'clock. I just noticed it's 10 o'clock. Trying to work. Hey, Chevy was asking about those hurricane mans. Well, if he's out working, Chevy, he's in Miami. So apparently there's orders still coming in. But he doesn't do DoorDash because they kicked him off.
Yeah, trying to work. Oh yeah, I forgot to deactivate him. I can't remember what was over now.
I can't either. It's been a while. That's all right. He's not missing much.
Uber's better.
Best thing that ever happened to him. I've told people the best thing that can happen to you is get deactivated.
Well, not for me because it's 2/3 the volume here. I'm hoping to take their volume away. And we're more about helping local restaurants, save the customer a couple bucks, and it's like a win-win-win-win-win all the way around, and pays us drivers more. The worst order I could possibly get if some Karen backed up the tip is $4.
And it's 10 o'clock, so Jason's out there. He's doing food orders. He's not at work, not at the W2. They're not open this late. Yeah, my biggest strategy these days is just trying to take bigger orders, paying more money, and a lot more money, and then I don't have to take so damn many little like $11 fucking food orders.
Basically, I can see one going all the way across the post, but it's paying $10-11, and then I'm just looking for anything else to go with it. Because if I get anything to pair with it, then it starts to become worth it. If I get more, great.
On Spark today, I had a 2% acceptance rate. I was seeing nothing but crappy round robins and first come first served were crappy, and then I got that $68 fucking Sam's order with a 2%. That was only a regular double, not a .com.
You got the triple grocery batches on for Walmart now, don't you?
Oh, those suck. Yeah, I knew those were gonna suck. Now I've seen some of them; they suck. All they're doing is putting 3 orders that don't pay well together. I saw on some Spark group, I think you may even said something on that one.
Yeah,
you're on it. Some girl got one that actually didn't look like a bad order. It paid high 40s or it was in the 50s. I can't remember, but that was one of the better paying ones I've seen. Like Lisa did one. A couple of orders had like 30 something items on them. One of them didn't have many, but it paid $33. I'm like, so you took 3 orders paying $11 each.
Well, yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You take a $30 one, and then the chances are of 1 or 2 of them not being ready are even higher. And then if you're like, well, screw it, I'm sick of waiting for that other one, and like I don't want to wait for it, and then that's the one with the biggest tip on it.
Well, Jonathan, isn't that hurricane? It's not even hitting yet. It's making its way, and I think it's going to hit on the west side of Florida. But that was last night when I glanced at the map. I think Ryan, that Ryan dude's got a live stream going right now, or he did earlier. The weather guy, Ryan Hall, is it? Jonathan's our meteorologist, our gig working meteorologist. Weather bug.
Oh, said something.
Okay, it's
far from him.
And he's southern Florida, Miami. So yeah, it's hitting up further on the west side of Florida.
But like, if you're on like the outer edges, it's workable, but nobody else is going to want to work, and the orders will be flying around crazy. And those apps won't shut down. All right, I'm gonna get off.
We'll see you, Thanks for hanging out. I'm gonna be out of here in just a minute. Wrap it up.
For sure. Take care, man.
We'll see you
Later.
Yeah, I know you do. Shit, you watch all of our weather, Jonathan. You know more about what's going on in my weather than I do. Shit, Lisa knows more about my weather than I do, because the ABC News or whatever she watches, it shows all the whole nation. Yeah, I don't have much, but I only have one order booked for tomorrow for the $30.77. I hope they send me some more in the morning or one for later in the day. I don't care. This is some of that easy money. I like that easy money. Just got to do a lot of orders like I'm doing tomorrow to get to where they finally start giving you those better orders. Got to put the work in. That's another reason I accepted a $30 order tomorrow, so they see that I will do orders that low, because I've declined a lot of them around that price range lately, but they didn't make sense. The one tomorrow makes sense. It's in my neighborhood and it's not going far away. If they've got the food ready when I get there tomorrow, from the time I leave my driveway and drop off that food, it should be no more than about 24 minutes in. Because it's so small, it's going to be one bag. Who's that, Jonathan? Are you in Florida, Chevy? Bud Pop. Bud Pop. The Bud Soda, he's like northern New York. You might as well say he's in Canada. Oh, no tacos for me. I had CC's Pizza. Oh, but they had a taco pizza. I've never seen a taco pizza there. It actually wasn't bad. Except I kind of knocked their hot lettuce off of it and went over to the salad bar and put cold lettuce on it. Oh, you're in New York. I don't know why I didn't know you were in New York. But if I did, I forgot. I'm terrible with that shit. Gotta check something. Nope. I was checking for orders. Nothing there. Nothing there. Let me check deliver that. Nope. Nothing there. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this one. Hopefully, I'll make some money tomorrow. Hopefully, I make more than 30. I know I make more than $30.77. I'm probably doing an order for my cash customer right after I drop off that catering order, since I'll be right down the street from his house and everywhere he orders from. So that'll work out. Then I'll hopefully get some InstaCart, Spark, whatever I can do. Preferably another catering order, but that's what rideshare leases in the Syracuse area. Oh, hey, Jonathan, if you're still here, man, I signed up. I'm paying for StreamYards now, so I won't run out of time. I got more than 16 hours a month now. I have unlimited. And I got their pro plan, the best plan they had, so I can do whatever I want with it. Whatever you can do with StreamYard, I can do. I won't be doing late night streams, that's for sure. Because I've been getting up way too damn early. Or trying to get up early. Because I'm trying to get up and look at something on my phone at right around 6 o'clock every morning. I may go back to sleep right after that, but unless I have something booked like tomorrow, I got that one, but that's not till 11:20. That's why I'm streaming this late, because I still got some TV I want to watch. And I got to make a phone call right after I get off of here. But I'm trying to look here. At least, no, I want to end broadcast. I'm still familiar, getting used to this, getting familiar with Streamlabs, and my eyes are bugging me because of this bright white screen. But we'll see you guys. Gigwise out. There's the camera right there. Gotta make sure I'm on the button, and then I gotta move it to the